Righty-dighty, and welcome back to the Cock Die. Previously last week, our heroes were tasked by Dean Flabinavo of Miskatonic University to find a missing archaeology professor. As they made their way out of Blackwater Creek, the last known whereabouts of the professor, you learned of a mysterious pestilence from the veterinarian John Merritt has been affecting the local livestock. Once in town of Blackwater Creek, you proceeded to blow up the sheriff's house and during the ensuing chase, lead the sheriff to trip and slam his head into a rock, knocking him 100% unconscious. You picked him up, and with a good medicine check by Dr. Mr. Medical Attention, he then gave you directions to the Harvey farm and the campsite in which the roads were last seen. After a Dynamite supply stop at the general store, our heroes proceeded to the Harvey farm where they found more clues about the history of the Black Earth tribe and the mysterious disappearance of Cade's Rest. Through some of the shrewd thinking, all party members ran to the front of the house in the middle of the night during a frenzy of panic from the animals to find Malcolm Harvey being bared down on by a crazed boar charging him. 3 well-placed shots from a 12, 16, and 20-gauge shotgun, our heroes turned the flying pig into a fine red mist. Doctor Who then proceeded to save the life of a farmhand drowning in his own black pus and may have suffered a bit of corruption of his own. The party then proceeded to the Carmody farm, where they were able to strike a deal with Damien Carmody, in which they were bootlegged 4 barrels of whiskey as a test run, and if satisfied, returned with more trucks. So, heroes became impromptu bootleggers. Good stuff. They then traveled back down the road to the campsite used by Professor Rhodes during his excavation of Cade's Rest, with his wife Abigail and student attendants. Here they found more strange clues to the history of the Indian and white settlers, and now we rejoin our heroes at the campsite as they continue their search for the missing expedition. So,
damn it, old man! Get out of my way! Stop cuddling me!
So how does that work?
So you guys are tooling around the campsite. To remind you, the tents are kind of collapsed. All the tent poles are on the ground. There's also a little bit of foliage, a little bit of plant life that's grown up since there's been no one here at the campsite in the meantime.
And yeah, people were dragged around the seesaw. I was
We also
behind
get
the
our
back.
papers. Paper, man. Papers.
Papers? Do you have papers? Did you find papers? You found some
player
papers.
sheets.
Huh?
Player sheets?
Oh, your player sheet. Now you guys tell me.
I was trying to tell you, it's like, hey, paper.
Hey, Pepper.
I was trying to I'm trying to be subtle.
Pepper. My natural Pepper.
Papers, please.
Explosives expert. Doctor Who. And then we have Pendrick's character sheet. All right.
Pendrick, the dad of the trio.
Oh, additional housekeeping. So as you guys wander around the campsite, you look at your shotguns and you're like, wow, I feel like this shotgun didn't do enough damage to that pig last night, even though we one-shot it. Who has the 12 gauge, the 16 gauge, and the 20 gauge shotguns?
16.
16?
I don't have paper anymore, but I'm pretty sure I had the 20.
For the 16 gauge, your damage is 1d6 plus 2. Oh, excuse me. It's 2d6 plus 2. So write that down.
I have the rifle, so...
Who has the rifle?
I have the regular rifle.
I'll look
Can
at.
I have a
Oh wait,
pencil?
you have a regular rifle?
I don't know. It's a 20. Wait, what do you got on yours? What did you get? What type of
Here's a pen for you.
I actually snagged your pencil, but
You didn't write it down?
Give me my pencil back. I need
You
that.
didn't write down the shotgun. What shotgun you got?
Yeah, I did.
Which one?
I wrote it down on a piece of paper that didn't make it back.
The 16 gauge.
Oh my god, you have to keep that on your face, like right there, because I can, like, when you...
Show me me.
Show me me! Only way I can hear you. Yeah, so you got the 6, he got the 16, you got the...
20 gauge.
Okay, then I have the other one.
Okay, then you have the 12, and for the rifle, for the 30 lever action carbine, go ahead and put 2d6 out to 50 yards.
Okay, give me
For the 20 gauge, put 2d6. No,
Wait, what am I doing
no
now?
damage bonus.
Can I have a pencil?
What am I doing?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have enough.
Aaron, you just do it, man. I'm sorry. You do it. I don't understand what you're saying. I sound dumb now.
Thank you.
And then you for the 30-aught, for the 3.0 lever action carbine, 2d6. So that's
Okay,
two squares,
So what do I write down again?
2 cubes. What's that?
What do I write down again?
You go ahead and write down for your shotgun, you had the 16 gauge, it's going to be 2d6 plus 2.
Yeah. How much is for mine's?
2d6,
Other one.
2d6. Both of yours are 2d6.
Oh, both of them are 2d6. All right.
You have different ranges,
Do you happen
though.
to have the damage?
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. For your 12 gauge shotgun, put 4d6. And then your rifle is 2d6.
12d6?
So for your 12 gauge shotgun, 4d6.
Oh,
4
4.
cubes. 4.
Oh,
yeah.
4.
4
Fuck.
quadrero.
What's the damage for the pistol?
Fuck. I give
The
myself-
pistol?
Yeah.
You have a pistol. What kind of pistol do you
I
have?
don't know. You gave it to me early on.
Let's say you're a professor. Give you something reasonable. Probably a 38 revolver. Go with a 1d10 at 15 yards.
Wait a minute, Pendrick's a cowboy?
He's a gentleman scholar.
No, he's
Thinking
a cowboy. A
Indiana Jones.
revolver only belongs to a cowboy.
He's a cowboy?
Changed my mind.
Bowie knife does what?
Bowie knife?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got knives.
What about knives? Crikey.
Who needs a knife when I have a fish?
Wow. Oh, no,
Hand to
that's
hand,
a pretty
brass
awesome.
knuckles, bullwhip, burning torch, chainsaw. I don't think they had chainsaws back then.
Sweet.
Wait, can I legally use my fish as a weapon?
Oh, my God. Can
Fish
you?
weapon. Yeah, sure.
It's kinetic, but you have to like make it like 0d6. I'm joking. Oh, 1d6. 1d6.
1d3.
Knife, medium, carving knife, knife, large, machete, knife, small, switchblade. Probably medium knife is your standard.
Machetes are just extremely small swords. Changed my mind. Machetes big as knives? No. Small swords.
So go ahead and put 1d4 plus 2 for the knife. Then if you have a damage bonus, we'll figure that out later. Later is when we'll figure that out.
So we were doing less damage and we still killed the boar? That's horrifying.
We about wiped it out of existence with all our shots.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. We did there was less damage than we were supposed to do. So we should have like literally obliterate its existence. There shouldn't have been like mud on the floor.
It's completely pasted.
Considering I'm on a shotgun blast, it probably disintegrated even the bone.
So as you guys are discussing, like, oh man, you see that shotgun shot? I shot that pig. Man, we got bacon for weeks over there at that farm.
I am not touching that bacon.
No.
All right, all right.
Unless you want some of that bacon.
Hey man, I'm American. I love bacon.
That's true, I do too.
Bacon's good unless if it comes from a pig that tried to kill someone.
Wait, what? What do you have against pigs that are trying to kill people?
Everything. They deserve to live.
Is it? Oh, they deserve to live. Because they're fighting to live?
No, because they're killing someone else.
So they're fighting. Isn't this the same thing?
No, it's not. Very different things. If you're
They're
fighting,
just doing it for fun.
yes,
Okay, so if they're serial killers,
then they should live.
well, then that's no animal.
But if they're killing just to survive, they shouldn't live.
I don't think they kill. I think this animals kill for fun.
I realized what I made. I had to look it up. I actually made poison.
You made poison.
Rubbing alcohol into the whiskey.
Maybe. You're not sure. You just know you have rubbing
as a
alcohol
player,
and whiskey.
No, as a player, I know. I looked it up.
That's all you know.
Yeah.
As a player, I know. I didn't say anything about the character.
So you made poison to. Like, are you gonna drink it?
No.
Can we just mention how Pendrick is the father of this group?
The father or the follower?
The father.
The father.
What were you trying
I mean, he's older than Doctor Who, and I'm the
You
youngest
didn't
one
hear
here.
when I put the rubbing alcohol in the whiskey?
On the whiskey?
In the whiskey.
In the whiskey. Who did you give it to?
No one yet.
Wait, the one I gave to you? Okay, thank you. Not the one that we bought.
No, not the one we bought. The one you gave to me.
That stuff is gonna kill people. You know what? No. You should be able to figure that rubbing alcohol and alcohol doesn't mix.
No, they mix quite well actually.
You know what I meant. Like,
Oh, do I know?
I would think people back then who were like fucking making that stuff.
Fucking making
And
this
he's a
shit.
scientist, or especially no, he's a what is he? What are you?
He's a professor.
Okay, yeah, you know.
Teach children.
Make a fucking roll. Like, there you go.
Yeah, we're both apparently work at the same university, but the dean is not even cool.
Yeah, because he doesn't have that much. Oh yeah. He has
The
no.
dean is just a few brain cells short.
No, he just doesn't have faith in him. That's all. Even though he wants to get me fired for some odd reason.
I want you to get fired. I want you to get fired.
Well,
How rude. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, but you kill people, so it's okay.
Hey,
Your feelings doesn't
that's how I
matter.
make money.
And
I take someone out and I steal their wallet.
Oh no, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking more you kill people and then you report the news on it, and then you like.
Oh, I also do that, but I steal their wallet first.
Well, I feel like this one would work best because you're selling papers, and if you have stocking the papers that you're selling, you're definitely making some good money.
Recently I should be rich knowing how much I'm making just by stealing bodies, reporting on it, and being a demolitions expert.
I'm gonna report you to this place.
You can't do that because they will never find you.
You don't know that. Doctor Who.
It's hard to find something if the mountain becomes a crater.
So the demolitions expert's actually a serial killer.
Aha, the truth comes out.
That's what I was worried
The
about.
truth doesn't come out if there is no village to tell.
Well, you're still like, alright, you know what, whatever, man. Do what you want to do.
I'm the only journalist alive. Every other one knows what TNT tastes like.
Fake news. Killed them all.
Correct.
That's how the government likes to do it.
So you guys are kicking around the campsite, all these collapsed tents, and you're like, oh man, fuck the government.
That's what it feels like. Like hillbilly.
No, hillbillies don't deserve to live.
No, some of them are pretty.
Remember what I did to the last one?
I don't, because
Wait,
I
what?
blocked
No,
it out.
No, that was a redneck. I was being nice to that dude.
Yeah, me too, man. I saved his life.
Next time I won't stop the car.
Okay. That's why you're not driving anymore.
You got a point there.
You made him! You made him!
No, you made me. If it wasn't for you finding it's dynamite, this would
No,
never
that's
happen.
him. That's him.
No, that's you.
That's the game master.
You're the one who picked up the
He's
dynamite,
he's the one that brought the dynamite into this world.
but you're the one who picked it up.
You really pick it up?
You picked it up and then it ignited me.
I'm pretty sure you would pick it up. Don't give me that.
No, I wasn't gonna pick it up until you picked it up. Seriously, I'm just like standing by idly.
So you're saying I influenced your choices?
Yes.
Alright. Alright.
You turned a normal journalist into a demolitions expert within 2
Did we
minutes.
find everything in the campsite last
If I
time we
can
were
do
here?
that, I'm gonna say
Or
this.
did we, let me rephrase that, did we search everything that we were searching completely? Not
You
whatever you
guys
might have
went
found.
over. You guys went over the campsite pretty thoroughly. However, at this point, you realize that this was the base camp they were using to explore 2 separate
Yeah,
sites.
which I knew ahead of time, but yeah.
Exactly.
If you wanna
You
go.
pretty much confirm, other than the material that you found detailing the Black Earth tribe, the Indian tribe, as well as some of Dr. Rhodes' notes, you find nothing in addition. Yeah, you just see this as a launching off point for the 2 other, the excavation below, and then also the cave above.
So do we go to the cave or do we go to the excavation site?
I vote cave.
1 for cave.
Vote the cave, otherwise you're a bad doctor.
How does that equal an argument there?
It's a negotiation tactic that never works.
What do you want?
Vote for cave, please.
Someone told me we should do the excavation site first, and then the cave last, because the cave is probably going to be the most hardest for us to see and know exactly what's going on.
Well, it's not gonna be hard to see if you blow it up.
Yeah, you blow it up and we find no one.
See it for
nothing.
miles around once you turn it into smoke.
No, you can see it from miles around once you destroy the mountain around it.
How will you blow up the monster in the field? You have
That's a good idea, but first I should hit it with the fish.
You're gonna die.
No, we need to figure out what's going on at the excavation site and in the cave before we deal with that, because there very well could be a three-pronged assault against us otherwise. Because he's very aware that we're looking.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, have you seen the explosions I've made? For the explosion? Tell me your idea now.
Do we have any? Is there any glass or like bottles or something like that around the camp? Is there any?
All those vials that you have, probably?
Well, no. I think I need bigger. Vials aren't big enough.
You look around the campsite, you don't find any glass vials in the
Not
campsite.
vials, but bottles. Like like the one we had our whiskey or
Like the ones that you have ale in?
something that fits a long stick in it.
You look in the back of the truck and you find a couple mason jars.
We're going for Molotov cocktails, are we?
In the sense of that. Okay, so this is my idea.
Don't start something you can't finish.
Don't start to nothing, won't be nothing.
We have some dynamite left. We put the dynamite in the mason jars, and then we make sure it doesn't touch, get wet by the alcohol. And then when it explodes, it's a giant. Pretty much a giant.
You started something beautiful and I love it.
So I'm saying, like, if we use that, and we,
Doctor, you're a
we don't
very
have to,
bad
like,
doctor, but
we
you're a
don't
very
have to
good
spread the
influence.
fire. The explosion will spread the fire, and we won't have to be that close to. And so
Someone-
we just have to lay a match, and then and
You didn't see the figure we saw, did you?
I did see the figure. That's why I'm saying we don't have to get too close.
Someone's,
But he's got eyes everywhere.
someone
So
give,
he's gonna stop the fire. He's not gonna rush to it, and if he does, he doesn't even know what it is until it's too late.
someone give the doctor a good review because he just gave me a beautiful thing.
What an idea! It's not your idea.
We will still do that, guys.
You gave me a good idea, and I like it.
Because we might end up killing the professor is still alive.
The professor doesn't
If
need to
he's
come
in
back
there,
alive.
he's not like.
No, I'm saying if we, it's better to know if he's at the excavation site, the cave, or there before we blow it up.
Well, I wasn't saying we blow up anywhere. I'm just saying we blow up the field.
You
The
don't.
home is in the middle of the field.
He doesn't need to come back
Well,
alive.
I'm trying to break down. I guess.
It works better for me if he doesn't come back
I'm just
alive.
saying, that thing is.
It's a better
really
story
scary.
if I say a
Let's
man's
make
found
sure
dead.
we can cover all
This is
bases
my
before
idea.
we do
This
that.
is an idea.
I didn't say we couldn't do that. I said let's
I'm
make
just
sure
trying
we
to
have
go
all our
safer.
bases covered first.
Alright.
No, let's cover none of the bases first. Just start blowing stuff up so I have a good story.
Well, you already have a good story. You blew up a house, remember?
I need a better story, and technically I did not do that. That
You
is
did
not
do that.
legally my actions.
That was your action.
If anyone asks, it was a wild coyote that blew it up.
Yeah, and Wild Coyote.
So Wile E.
is that guy
Coyote,
right there.
100 years ahead of time.
Okay, let's go.
Meep meep. No, right.
I'm the guy who started the Wild E. Coyote
I do have a
show.
question though. Sorry.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, so I have the shotgun shells and his buckshot. Does he do different damage in the book, or is it just it's the same thing?
Same thing.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
Go.
Let me get some vodka. Let me go to Russia.
No, you don't get anything.
Eddie's asking for a little bit of alcohol. Does anyone want to give him some? No? All
I'll
right.
be nice right now.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
you're going to give him some. What alcohol are you giving
I'm
him?
not going to give any. I said I'll be nice and not give him any.
How's that? Nice.
Hendrik, you are a bad father.
So Pendrick's saying how nice he is by not giving away some whiskey as you guys all pile into the truck. Start
I'm
making your way
driving,
down the
'cause I
road.
can't trust him.
Doctor
Unless
Who
you
at the
want-
wheel.
You want to drive?
I'll go ahead and do the drive.
All right, he can drive.
Fine,
Oh,
Hendrik,
excuse
you're-
me, Pendrick at the wheel.
Hendrik's a good driver, a better driver than the doctor.
I thought I got your review. What happened?
You got a good review for giving me a good idea.
Where's
I
Pendrick
didn't
heading?
give it to you. This is my idea.
I steal ideas because as
We're
far
gonna
as
do
I
the
care,
excavation site
journalism
first.
makes law.
Going to the dig site.
Yeah.
All right, you guys
Sadly,
make your
that's
way
all makes
on
sense.
over to the dig
God.
site.
I have all
God.
the power in
Do you
this
know how
world.
many times journalism has killed people? It's
Exactly.
Like something fake.
It's very dangerous journalism.
Exactly. Why do you think I chose a journalist?
I don't think you're
Because I can
that.
I can change the history. Technically.
No, that's
He's
true.
writing history.
He's writing history, yeah.
I say what goes down here.
But when it becomes fake news, then you're screwed.
I mean, if I
Hey,
wanted to, I could say that.
all bullshit.
No, because they'll ignore fake news for a long time.
Tell you what, they're not treating me right, these news media people. So you all drive down the road, and as you're driving down the road narrows and the field comes in close to the road, and you see as you come around a bend, a very rickety looking bridge that you're going to have to cross with the truck to get to the dig site.
Should we leave the truck here?
Now you're looking at the bridge, and you're pretty sure it will hold the weight of the truck, but it's old.
How far is? Do you see the? How far is the camping? Can you see it? Is it close by the bridge or?
Judging by the directions you know that you received from the Harveys, you know that it's around here, and that it should be visible from the road, but it's probably another mile or two down the road here. So you want to be able to drive there, continue driving.
Well, let me check the bridge real fast, okay?
Yeah.
Let me get out and check the bridge.
All right, you go ahead and you see it is a rough wooden bridge over a dry creek bed on the south end of the woods. The bridge creaks alarmingly in the wind, but you look it over and you can tell it's sound enough to support the weight.
Okay.
You look down and you see the creek bed, and it is black. It's almost Vanta black. It absorbs all the light.
Do I have my flashlight?
You do.
I'm gonna like flash my light at it just in case.
All right, you walk back to the truck, grab your flashlight, click, click. You shine the light on it, and it has a iridescent rainbow glow that strikes your eyes. It almost makes you squint. So you shine the light at it, and it almost has a prism effect.
This is beautiful.
Quiet, you. Quiet,
You
Bugle.
haven't even seen it. He's the only one that's actually looked.
This is beautiful, and I can't even see it. I'm breaking the fourth wall right now.
Is there a stick near me?
Yes,
I'm gonna grab the stick.
you grab the stick.
And is it heavy stick or is it like a twig?
That's a good poking stick.
All right, so I'm gonna just throw the thing into the water,
All
and
right.
back myself up, just
All
in
right.
case.
So it's not so much a water. You can tell that the creek used to flow through here, but it hasn't in a while. Go ahead and give me a geology check. A geology check from Doctor Who.
Fail.
Oh shit! Oh, wow, yeah, it's a huge fail.
A huge fail?
It's a huge.
So you have no idea when the creek stopped flowing, but you can tell it used to come through here and it's not anymore. It's pretty much dried up. There's a small trickle. So you go and you throw this stick into the ground like Leonidas in 300. You're just going for King Xerxes.
Yeah, but I let go. I'm not holding on to it after I throw it. I'm just backing away.
You release and it jams 3 feet into the ground. Nothing happens.
Nothing. All right. Cool.
That was anticlimactic.
Well, hey man, you can't be safe here. We have seen some ugly things in a time.
So you look forward and you see the creek winds up through the woods and then disappears into the woods around a corner. So you can so you pretty much can tell, like, okay, the creek goes up on this direction, but we need to go this way to continue on to the dig site.
All right. Is there like any more of those sticks?
Any more sticks?
Yeah, those sticks. Those ones.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab a few just in case and put them like on the bridge under the bridge to add a little bit more like weight, like bearings on it.
Sure.
All right, let's go. I think this might be okay. I just added a little support just in case, but it's just a little bit more.
Doctor?
I'm not gonna tell you anything. Let's go.
Go ahead and roll to see how well you did.
Oh.
Doctor, you better do good. Doctor?
86.
86.
He's getting all those bad rolls out of the way, and
So you see, like, okay, I'm gonna put a stick here, and I'll prop it up this way, and I'll tie it off here, and it looks pretty janky. I mean, you're proud of your work, and you think, oh man, I did a good darn
I'm a
job.
doctor, man, not a builder.
True, you're not an engineer.
I am the opposite of an engineer.
No, you're not. You're not neither of those things.
An engineer builds stuff, you know what I do?
You build them up.
That's a kind of an engineer.
That's the opposite of one.
You're a pyrotechnic. That's what you are.
So, you all climb back into the truck. Do you continue over the bridge?
yeah.
All right,
Did I
Pendrick.
damage it?
No, you didn't damage it.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be anticlimactic in the session that quick over.
You guys pile in the truck.
No, I'm gonna add less weight, so I'm gonna let the car go over.
So you're gonna walk across?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right, so Pendrick, you drive across. All right, you two make your way back in the truck. You slowly creak over the bridge and successfully make it to the other side. Doctor Who, how are you getting across?
That journey was more.
Across the creek.
You're gonna cross the creek.
Isn't it just a little bit? Oh, is it a big creek?
No, you're right. It's just a little tiny
It's
stream.
like you can just walk your foot over it, right?
It'll be a bit of a hop. Go ahead and give me a.
Hob. I was like, oh, it's a hob.
Do you want to hop across?
Oh no, I thought it was like a step across.
It's more of a hop.
Oh, okay, I'll go on the bridge. So
All
we can
right.
take-
Doctor Who walks across the bridge without problem.
That
I thought it was like a.
I can see why you're a doctor.
that bridge was as stable as the Doctor's career.
So great.
No, absolutely horrible.
What? Did
Eddie
you not
Brock,
see it?
the comedian, explaining his jokes like all great comedians.
Bloody hell, I shouldn't have to explain a joke to a doctor. They should get it.
So you guys continue down the
Then
road.
again, the only thing that Doctor Who's getting is his flatline.
What?
Flatline.
No.
So you guys continue down the
Okay,
road.
my sexy companion.
What?
A sexy doctor companion?
You have a nurse? Where'd you get a nurse?
No, a Doctor Who. Yeah, we always have a companion.
Ah, that's true. A sexy female companion.
That doesn't mean you're a good doctor.
I never said I was a doctor. My name is doctor.
You literally said you were a doctor in the last 20 minutes.
Well, maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Who cares? All that matters, I get money and you don't.
Damn.
Well, I do get money. I want to get more than you just for making fake stories.
All right, you guys.
Fake stories, yeah.
Your car pulls up. And you can pretty much tell. Whoops, this isn't right.
My dog is that loose?
So you're still driving.
Why is there boss music?
Sorry. Still driving.
I enjoy boss music. Tell me something's about to go down.
And you all pull up.
Is this morning or night?
It is yes.
It's still, I'd say mid-morning, about 10 o'clock.
I didn't need the. Since the this thing.
And if I roll a 6, then I have the bonding. So if you roll
I'm talking to you, not him, because he's just going to do something stupid. Just me and you are talking right now, okay?
Can I
creek was a
eavesdrop?
The creek was a little bit weird. It was shiny. I pushed the flashlight, and it was acting like oil. How you it illuminates and like a rainbow. So it was a bit weird. I mean, just let you know in advance. I don't know what he would do with the knowledge, so I just
Could I have eavesdropped over that?
Sure.
Go ahead for it.
You're all in the same car. You're kind of just arriving at the dig site.
He's dropping.
What's
Very
the the physical atmosphere feel like?
Let's make him roll for that, though. Come on, let's make him roll it.
You guys are in the same car. How can he
I'm
not overhear
whispering.
you?
I'm
Oh, like in the
whispering.
back.
you're
You're
whispering.
gonna.
I'm joking.
So, what was your question, Pendrick?
What's the atmosphere like? Heavy.
Strange. You don't feel anything. However, you're confused. There's just an air of not tension so much as like panic, confusion. And you see, as you pull up the car, cut the engine, and step out, this is an initial site that the Rhodes and his teams excavated in their search for the location of Cade's Rest. The site has been filled in again, but there are still the remains of 3 large trenches. The earth is very obviously raised and disturbed, and while plants have started to grow there, they're still young and sparse. So you pull up, you see 3 trenches. There's kind of like a square of what had been excavated, but you can tell it was hurriedly filled back in. So this was an archaeological expedition that had been going on for a couple months, and then all of a sudden, filled back in, abandoned.
Hey, can you check that out? See if there's anything of use in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna scour the whole thing. Take advantage of my archaeology and see how well we can do it.
Go ahead and roll an archaeology check.
43.
43.
Walked or ran, right? So you got -1.
Number 43.
At that lone man.
So you see the earth is disturbed, and it's unusually dark, almost black in color. You also find, with that roll, So you get curious. You decide, okay, to figure out really what happened here, I'm just going to have to start digging. So Pendrick just starts digging. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna help Pendrick out for once. I'm gonna be a good teammate.
Hey!
I'm gonna.
Eddie picks up a shovel. Well, I guess there are no shovel. Well, yeah,
dip one hand.
you guys had some shovels
No,
in the truck.
I'm just picturing that I'm digging kind of like a Hunter x Hunter character, just like repeatedly stabbing the floor.
So Eddie's stabbing the ground.
Okay. Is there anything around me other than what they're doing?
Go ahead and make a spot hidden check.
46. 46.
Is that a success?
No. Wait. Yeah. Well. By one. I failed by one.
Fail by one.
Yeah.
So you look off in the distance and you see the woods, and you got a bad feeling about it. If this was Han Solo, you got a bad feeling about this.
Is there any place I can start up a fire? I might.
Sure.
I'm gonna start up a fire then.
All right, so you kind of get a ring of rocks together and start piling wood in there.
Yeah, a little bit. I use some of the alcohol in the back as a fuel.
All right, so you easily start up a fire. You got a nice little campfire going.
I'm just gonna wait and light a stick on fire and just in case.
Nice.
So we'll go tomorrow. Please try.
Pendrick?
Still going through.
Pendrick continues to dig. Eddie, you still helping?
Yeah, doing maybe some somewhat success.
Sure.
Probably failing more than less likely. I mean, I am using
Less
my fist.
helpful, but very much there. Got it. All right, so I'm going to say, Pendrick, after about 30 minutes of getting through it, you managed to dig up most of the way down to where the expedition had made their way to, and you start pulling up bones. And you start pulling up odd, kind of like prehistoric tools and artifacts. And as you do so, as you find an instrument, you take the care necessary to preserve it, but you're not taking a professional level of care. You're pretty much just like, okay, I want to get through this. I want to figure out what happened to the Professor Rhodes. Where is he? What happened here? Why'd they bury this back in? And you start pulling out bones that are misshapen, and they're pot-marked, and they look human bones, but they're malformed. You find a femur that's too long by a foot or two. You find teeth that are fangs, odd-shaped jaws that are square and oblong.
Okay, so that guy's going away on the 4. They're going away on the 5.
Pendrick.
You also notice that they're black. The bones themselves are black and deformed.
One guy goes away on the 5.
Pendrick, did you find anything interesting?
So, as far as they're concerned,
Is there anything?
Can I have one of the samples for the story?
Medicine roll.
He says if you have found something interesting, can I have one of them for the story?
I'm not handing him one, but I'm not going to stop him. I'm trying to
Yes,
figure
and
out
it's
something.
60, I believe. Yeah, I passed.
You pass? You can tell that the blackening of the bones and the deformation is not from fire. It's not from an external source that was done to the bone. The bones grew like this.
Stop touching it. Wash your hands. Use some of the alcohol in the car. Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Me too.
we should be at the top 3 because they came down 2.
This is not a joke.
One movement.
Wash your hands.
So
I'm making a call, bro.
Go ahead.
Between the bones and
okay, so we'll go ahead and roll
the disease.
shield drones.
Go ahead.
I need a 6 or less.
42.
Is that a success? That sounds like a success.
Yes.
So you can tell that just comparing symptoms from this disease that seems to be spreading around Blackwater Creek and the bones and the rumors that you've heard before, you remember stories of the Black Earth tribe being immune to weapons by man-made weapons, immune to slashing and cutting damage. Now, you thought previously that this was just a rumor, like a myth of the Black Earth tribe, but it seems like whatever this disease is, it heals minor wounds and might actually protect a warrior in combat. you also realize that this malformation, this mutation of the bones, is not quite. It's not a birth defect. Something was causing this, and you link through your occult sciences, as they are. The most likely cause of this deformation at this location is the disease. You're not sure why there would be a time gap. What's causing this, if it's environmental or some kind of entity, but you are sure that it's probably the same cause. This disease is probably the source of the mutation of these bones.
So we basically stumbled on the start of the current issues.
Alright, cool. It's good.
Nani?
Do you want to burn it, honestly? You want to, like, get rid of it? It might be a good idea.
Can I blow it up?
No, burn.
Wait, I
Take
don't even
the-
have. Wait, I don't even have dynamite. Why did I say that? Give me a dynamite, doctor.
Burning is actually probably the best idea.
Alright, so we're going to take some of the alcohol and pour it on. Look, it started a fire.
Why are you wasting alcohol? Give me it.
Dare you waste that precious, precious alcohol?
You can't even drink that stuff. Whatever.
Well, technically my character can.
Oh, no, I mean...
Yeah,
you
let's
don't-
get wasted!
No, I mean...
He's
you can't.
22.
Before we burn everything, is there any like weird, like hieroglyphs, languages of anything? Any written, as it may be, but
A book or something?
You don't find anything written. The only thing that you find are these weird bones, these weird black bones.
Right.
You find a couple, like an arrowhead. You find an addle.
interesting.
Alright.
For as much as I'd like to keep something, there's too many issues if we do. So,
Well, if we keep it, there's a high chance we're going to spread it.
yeah, as I said, there's too many issues if we do. I would love to, but we can't.
Alright, so...
Can I write down my findings?
Huh?
Can I write down my findings?
What'd you find?
What they found, what they're my findings because I'm a journalist.
Yeah, you can do that.
What do you want?
I just write down everything they said.
Call it yours.
So you want?
He's
What do you
gonna
want
basically write an
specifically?
article saying that he did it.
Yeah,
Basically,
Oh,
just
okay.
describing everything that.
I honestly don't care, so
Yeah, you can do that. Of course you can do that. I just wanted to know if you were taking something specifically. Like, were you taking a black bone of an Indian? Were you taking an artifact? Nothing?
Just writing it down.
Just writing notes? Got it. Yeah, go ahead. So Eddie Brock is feverishly taking notes back there, and you look over his shoulder and you're like, and then I discovered the archaeological
I'll be
dig,
like, I broke my
and it
eye,
was
whatever.
me that.
Yeah, we got something more important that we're going to
can burn
worry
the book
about.
later.
Burning all the stuff and
All right, so Pendrick just starts lighting all this profane disease stuff on fire and sending it back to hell.
No.
What are you guys doing?
Can I have another look around? Like, can I do another look?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Because I had that bad feeling. I want to see if there's anything that's watching us. Like if there's anything in the forest, coming out.
You look back at the forest and you get that same strange feeling. Like you can tell someone's watching you.
Is the forest black and is it all like black, the dirt and everything, like all the way to the forest? Is it worse over there with the forest or?
You look over there and you see the trees moving, swaying in the breeze. And then you lick your finger and you put your finger out. There's no breeze.
So it's moving by itself. I have that feeling over there, and I kind of want. You know how this stuff is like causing mutation, and the trees are over there moving, and I'm thinking they're mutated by the blackness. I was wondering if you'd be okay with burning down the forest. I'm gonna be honest. That is creepy.
Doctor, you ain't fucking around.
unfortunately, I don't think it's a forest so much as an entity that's probably within the premises watching us. It's not the forest.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just see if we can burn it down. If we can't,
Hendrik, are you suggesting that there's a higher power at work? Is that what you're suggesting?
I'm gonna take some of the alcohol and just watch my back, okay? Just, if something comes out, shoot it.
Do you want me to shoot you or the thing coming at you?
If
Because I
I'm,
suppose they're both monsters.
Because I do want to.
that's fair. That's fair.
Damn, son. Get wrecked.
Hey man, if these trees are already disease, and it can transfer. It can go to thing like from tree to human with
I'm
ease.
thinking the professor woke up whatever this was.
All right. Well, let me have a look at the roots. Then. Let me see. I'm gonna have a look at the roots, and if there's the same, like if it's like mutating the same way as like the bones, we burn the tree. If not, then we go. Sounds fair.
Fine.
Fine by
We
me.
do a scientist check on the tree's roots.
So you're walking up to the trees?
Yeah, I have my gun ready, and I also have the alcohol just in case.
Okay, so Doctor Who leaves the dig site and starts walking over to the tree line. Shotgun in one hand and alcohol-laden mason jar cocktail
Yeah.
in the other.
This is
And
an
then there are my
interesting group of
backup.
characters.
They're my backup. I told him about it.
Yeah, trying to watch his back.
So you're going over to the trees and you are trying to what?
I'm gonna check out the roots. I can see if
Go ahead and give me a spot hidden check on the roots.
try it.
roughly only where you need to be. So you can easily sort of
No way.
I still failed. All right, 79, 76. Sorry. No, 79.
That's 79.
The water has been trickling through the woods and the trees and the plant life look different. Branches and fronds are beginning to turn dark, ropey, almost tentacle-like, and the bark of the trees is splitting and falling off, revealing a black, pulpy mass underneath. Some of the plants have started to pull their roots out of the ground, and there's also a smell of rotting flesh and dank earth.
What is a cannibal been here?
How far away are you guys? Are you close by me, or are you?
I was saying behind you because you were watching me,
Okay.
but not necessarily far because we don't want to accidentally get you
Yeah. I'm gonna take a look around.
With that spot hidden check, you see in the undergrowth on the edge of the woods a disturbance, as if something large has been dragged through it, and there's a few smears of spattered and long-dried blood. Looking into the woods, you see drag marks. It reveals kind of like drag marks pulling something in deeper into the underbrush.
I think we're on the right path.
like, hey, I don't move that fast. Be
I think we need to go further. There's been drag marks and everything. You know what? You know.
Yeah.
Has anyone here been to Russia?
So you're looking at these drag marks. Pendrick, are you still back over by the dig site?
No, he's
You came over.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you're pointing this out to him? Yeah. Okay, interesting. Okay.
I was staying close enough so he had some kind of cover or something came at him.
Yeah.
And I'm just over here asking
If I
stupid
was,
maybe you
questions.
should
if I was
check.
at the dig site, that would not be possible.
Maybe you should check just in case. Maybe I missed something.
okay. So let's see. Is there
So
anything else that I
you
can do?
follow his gaze, and you see
Use insane bravery again next. That's for
you see a deer
honestly at this point if I'm making you take
in the branches of a tree up above, being
okay for that.
somehow it was pulled 15 feet up into the tree. And it's covered with a viscous black fluid, and its head is torn from its body, lines a few feet away from the tree that it's been pulled into.
Now, does it look like the tree grabbed it, or that
I'll
some-
point out both the head of the deer and where the body's at.
If you're within 18 inches of my house,
I still want to burn it down, but I think we have to go. I think we can't do that right now.
I'm just gonna catch up with Pendrick.
Are we? Does it feel like we're being watched? And I mean, like closely watched, not from a distance.
Like
You
it's
look
about-
around, you feel some kind of eyes on you.
What do you want to do, man? Can we get like? Is it big enough to fit the car in? Maybe we could just drive.
So you guys had to walk away from the dig site a little bit through the tall grass. You're looking at the path of getting the car over here. It looks rough.
We're not going to be able to.
I'm just trying to get that thing.
Where's Eddie at?
He's by the car still.
You're over by the car?
No, I was under the impression I was with them.
I thought
Okay, so you're with the group? That makes more
Yeah.
sense.
I was about to say, I'm not at the car anymore. How am I gonna be at the car making fun of the doctor? No, I need to be nice to the doctor so the doctor hears my insults.
I don't hear them. You think I hear them, but I'm drunk. I'm wasted, man.
Makes sense on why all your patients flatline.
What do you mean? I saved the person you hit. You blew up a house. And
You're the kind of guy who thinks a flatline means that they're alive.
I'm an actual doctor, man.
I'm a real
All the
doctor.
eyes seem like small eyes,
You're a
not
real
like
doctor, like Pinocchio the real boy.
guess that's for.
But yes, we're definitely not staying
Combat.
within the limelight.
Close combat.
So as you guys are arguing underneath this tree with a dead deer in it, go ahead and make a dexterity check. All of you.
This is why we don't have you here.
Okay then.
You make us
no, wait, that's-
die.
I failed, but barely. With 50 dex, I rolled a 56.
77 with the dex of 80.
He passed. I don't know.
So you pass, you fail. Oh dear.
99.
So, wow, 99, really? I'm going to
Almost too
say, okay. So as you guys are arguing, no, you're a bad doctor. No, you're a bad journalist. All of a sudden, you see tentacles from the branches, the roots of the trees, try and wrap around your legs, and you jump up and avoid them. You two, however,
Get caught.
completely oblivious, or get wrapped up by these branches, and you fall prone to the ground. Doctor Who's on his back. Oh, geez.
I'm going to use the shotgun.
And with that, we are in combat.
And actually, no, I'm going to throw the Molotov, the liquid onto the trees first. Because, like, I can't.
You had that ready. I can say you can kind of just toss that over.
And, it's like, and I already had that skip. So, like, did the trees pull this thing up, or did I? Did something else? So I'm really skeptical as fuck that ready.
Go ahead and roll. Give me a D8 for the improvised Molotov cocktail.
I'm gonna hit it with the fish.
You're gonna hit the tree that's attacking you with a deer corpse in it with a fish.
Yes.
Interesting choice.
Which one's a D8? Oh, is it?
Okay.
Brawl check.
The one that looks like 2d4s.
Okay, which one do I roll?
D4s.
One that looks like this.
Oh, so it was it? Those are right. This one.
I'm confused.
Yes.
Which dice do I roll for today?
I'm sorry.
I was just answering Doctor Who.
3.
3 points of damage.
Yeah, I already did. Okay. I flipped it over. So
Is it also fire damage? Since I
Yeah, it's fire damage.
What die?
and the tree, man. Oh wait, is this tree like immune to fire?
No.
What die do I roll?
You are shooting. What are you doing?
I'm trying to hit it with a fish.
You're fish hitting. That's right. Okay, so go ahead and roll. That's going to be a standard brawl check. So 1d4.
You better like do a critical hit or something.
2.
2 damage
Wow, that's actually pretty good for a fish.
for fish damage. Fuck yeah. All right, and Pendrick, what's your dexterity?
I did see this. He's like
50?
running at it.
You're faster than a tree. Congratulations. Go ahead and make your attack. What are you doing? Are you attacking?
Yeah, gonna try to cut it with the big boy man.
All right, go ahead and make a trim the tree check.
No way. 76. I'm pretty sure I missed on that one.
All right, and then Pendrick goes to cut off a branch, but
Cut off his
miss-
leg and says,
Shimmy me! I hit
Not
me
that
with
bad
a
a roll,
fish.
then. God.
With that, it is the embryonic dark young of Shubner and Neuroster.
maybe I should have burned down the tree after all. I thought we were gonna find the like.
Then you decided you were on the back. Well, I was gonna let you burn.
I was going to, but I thought maybe we had our family like.
I have someone that's interested in your group.
Sure.
You want to talk to them?
Sure. Howdy, welcome.
Yeah, we'll take a pause. He's on.
Okay.
So I was like, what was I saying? Sorry, I like
Yeah,
lots.
you were
You're
gonna.
welcome to join my group.
Bernard,
We
then
do
you
it Saturdays at
Oh yeah, I
6.
thought
Call
like,
Cthulhu if you want to join us.
The doctor
Yeah.
were coming for her, that they got dragged away.
That's cool. You're welcome to join, man.
And then BD said, "Shimmy me."
And we might have a fourth player.
Oh yeah, HP Girlcast bomb note, dude.
Okay, so Fusion Blaster, 2 of them.
That's why we're on a little hiatus. He's on the phone over that.
Oh my God, he's gonna be our savior.
Nice, man. Well, you're more than welcome to join us. I'm running the game right now, though, so I'm going to get back to it. But yeah, Saturdays at 6, man. And the Discord link's on the Facebook if you want it.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll 2 next wound.
Kendrick looks very unhappy right now.
All of them.
Yeah, we got space for 2.
ecstatic right now. I hit me with a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we got
surprisingly,
space for
they
2.
got
Come on
it.
over on Saturday at 6. I'll be in the back in the role playing area.
Oh, we might have 2 more.
Roll 2d6.
About 3 hours.
Doctor?
Yeah, 6 to 9.
It was a flat line.
I said no.
Cool, man. Have a good Saturday.
Sorry, but
Talk
I'm
to you
gonna
later.
have to pull the plug.
I'm gonna say no.
Bye.
I control my plug.
So, two possible new players, huh?
Hey.
Are they coming today or?
Hell no, they're probably never going to come because, you know how people are. They're like, oh, yeah, I'll
Are they
make a
hearing
phone
you
call.
talk right now?
Sorry.
Oh, you turned it up. All right, let's do this.
Self back on. All right. And I'm sorry, I lost our place. Where were we?
I was
We
beating
were about
the
to
tree, and I got.
So all the three of you just went, and
yeah,
now
we
it's the
won
dark.
now. We just won.
Oh, you won! You beat the dark young.
Yeah,
Dude, good job. So
we're
the
in
dark
new
young.
game. We're in the new game now.
Since you are the first person to approach the dark young,
Yeah.
the dark young is going to try and grab you.
Because I did. I'm the first one that touched it, and I'm the first one that burned it.
39 is that a success? On a 70%. So the embryonic young successfully wraps
what it's
its
called?
branches. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that sounds cool.
Wraps his branches around you and starts to pull you up into the canopy.
Is my hands bound too, or just my legs?
I'm gonna say you're getting wrapped up by your legs, and it's got you upside down, pulling you up into the canopy of the tree. Eddie, what are you're seeing Doctor Who get
shooting
pulled into
my-
this tree, right?
I got my
next to
shotgun
the-
still, right?
Yeah, you got your
I'm
shotgun.
blowing the fucking tree off, blowing the branches.
Hang on, we'll get to it. Eddie.
Shoot the tree.
Eddie shoots the
Oh
tree.
shit! Yeah, you can do it for me. Nice.
So which best do I roll for
I thought
that?
he was gonna slap the tree with a fist.
You need your percentiles first, already, because you still got to roll to hit.
So, his 2 fusion blasters.
Okay.
You're within 12.
He widely misses with an 88.
88. I don't think that's gonna do it.
Like I said, he widely misses.
It goes. It passes right past me. I was like, what the fuck?
I wanted to pull the plug of the doctor, not the tree.
Who's got the next tie? You're at 50. What's your dex?
My dex is super not great.
Your dex is 40.
All right, cool, 40. Oh, up there, right? Yeah.
So Pendrick's gonna be next. Go ahead, Pendrick.
Gonna try to shoot myself free first.
All right, yeah, that's right. Pendrick is currently wrapped
Fall
up
in the same
tentacles
situation
as
as he
well.
is.
Yeah, you are. So you really see your future in a sense. You have a knife, actually.
Oh wait,
Might be easy.
you're not tangled up.
These guys can see these guys if you want.
I can only make one grab per turn. So you're fine. You're still loose. Doctor Who's the only one getting sucked up into the
And we'll
tree.
try to make sure he doesn't aim for the branches above his feet, since he's.
Oh wait, how? I'm in the air already.
That's why I say aim for the branches above his feet, because you're being pulled up.
Oh, you're gonna shoot?
I'll say you go ahead and you aim and you try and get more stable at your shot. Go ahead and take a bonus die. You'll take the higher of the percentiles that you roll.
Guys will shoot at that one side right there. Sure. Might as well roll them at the same time.
I don't need yours. Odd 3.
Odd 3, nice. So you, like Clint Eastwood, take aim at that branch, nail it. Doctor Who drops back down to the ground.
Thank you.
It's funny that I did more damage with a fish than a shotgun.
How much damage did you do? Go ahead and roll damage. How much damage did you do with that fish? Was that 3? That was 2 damage or 3 damage? Yep.
You did 2 damage.
I did 2 damage with a fish, but I did no damage
7.
with a shotgun.
7 damage. Wow.
What about if I did the monk?
All right, with that, the embryonic young is going to wave and sway and try and grab you because you just shot him in the face, and he will succeed. So the branches wrap around your chest and your legs, and you can't quite move, and it's sucking you into the tree. What are you two doing? Specifically, what's Eddie doing?
I'm going to try and set Pendrick free because I value him more than the doctor.
I'm free.
Shocking honesty. Okay, you go ahead and roll a strength check.
Okay.
Strength check, trying to rip away the branches as Pendrick gets pulled into the tree, into the forest.
No, 94. It looks like.
You should just keep your fish.
Depressed Pikachu noises.
So Eddie tries to pull at the branches, but they're just too strong. Like
You're just too weak.
a true journalist who
gonna be
thinks the
weak.
pen is mightier.
The pin is mightier.
Use your pin.
Yes.
Stab it with your pen, quick!
I'm going to do that next turn.
Okay.
Doctor Who?
I'm gonna. Is he being dragged away yet? He just got
He's
grabbed.
being pulled.
All right.
I'm not going up. I'm going in.
Okay, I'm gonna get close as possible to the branches, like the thicker part of it, a little bit thicker, like in the middle.
Sure.
Where the both at, so I can
Give it a cut. Go ahead and make a.
No, I blow the branches off.
Wait, what? Oh, you're
Point blank.
shooting it point blank with a shotgun. My mistake. Go ahead and roll. Point blank shotgun. Use advantage.
Okay. Do I want high or low?
Higher. Excuse me. Take the lower of the percentile dices.
Alright, I got a 70.
I think that's a miss.
Yeah, I know.
Weakling.
So
It's
you
either
put your
70 or
shotgun
a
right up
90.
next to it. You sneeze, achoo, and you miss the shot.
You suck at this.
Back over to Pendrick. So you're getting pulled into this tree. He
And I'm
puts the
pretty
shotgun
much-
right up to it, misses.
And I'm pretty much immobile at this point anyway, I think. From what
Wait,
you're describing. If
Use
I'm,
your strength. Use your strength.
Be strong.
I don't know if it's around this or if it's around this, so I may not
Let's
have any strength.
pull towards me.
So you are grabbed and held, however, you're not being restrained. So you still have your arms. You can still kind of like maneuver and get your gun out. Or your knife out, as it were.
That knife might have been easier. Better.
I'll have to try to cut it there.
Go ahead and make a cut.
I
roll.
should have burned it right off the
Shipped
bat.
it.
Oh, okay. Y'all need to be quiet. 73. No way.
73?
Jeez, all of us are going to be in
that's
bad
not
rules.
good. So with that, Hendrick's feet come off the ground. He's being pulled up into the canopy.
Okay.
You guys kind of hear trees kind of groaning, like in Harry Potter.
Does they have a mouth?
He is.
Does they have a mouth somewhere?
So you see the trunk of the embryonic dark young split open, and it's just black, gooey pus that kind of sucks apart as it gets ready to
Oh, perfect.
clamps down on Pendrick. 4.
Oh, he's gonna bite you right now.
Yes, he is making a bite attack against Pendrick.
Fucking smooth, man. Move. Swing. Swing.
Swing away.
Swing.
Put holy water on your body. Maybe it doesn't like holy water.
I don't
6
think there's
points
only.
of damage.
I don't think there's anything holy in this.
As your head goes
in this
into
thing.
this tree and just gets consumed by black, icky pus.
Alright. Sweet.
Nom, 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 nom.
Alright. If you can get him free, I have an idea. Just get him free. That's all you have to do. Just get him free.
Okay.
Away from the tree.
Okay.
Alright? It's your turn. Use the fish. Believe in the fish.
Just the fish.
For some reason your antics actually work.
Use your antics to save Pendrick.
Do like a crit damage with a
I
pen.
guess I'm gonna try to feed him with the fish.
Roll the free with the fish. I'm assuming you're just like hucking this fish like a ninja star. 68?
With his dex of 80, so.
Yep. That hits.
You give him advantage because it's just advantage damage.
I'm going to say you go ahead and hit. Roll 1d4
Give him a
with your fish damage.
2.
2?
I
It's
really,
always 2. It's not
I
bad.
really like 2.
That wasn't a D4, Harvey.
Wait, that was-
You rolled a D6.
Oh,
D4 is a pyramid.
4. Oh yeah.
4?
Yeah.
So somehow I'm going to say you throw this fish so fast it's like spinning like a shuriken. Cuts the branch that's holding Pendrick.
See, I
drops
told
to the
you.
ground.
Antics, man. His power is antics. You give him
There is
antics.
like full-on Evil Dead 2, an explosion eruption of black, like gooey pus out the side of this thing, and it deflates in front of you. It shrivels up as most of the pus of blackness that's coming out of it is more than its body weight. Litters the ground. It's just almost like a pond of black ink at the side of this tree now. It looks pretty dead.
know this. I would not do the same thing for you, Doctor.
I don't care. I told you to do it. That's all that matters. So they listen to instructions.
As the last
How
bit
much
of
damage
pus,
am I taking for falling now?
you duck and roll.
You're fine. You just got bit by a tree.
As the last bit of pus
Almost did by it. Oh, yeah. No, I did get that.
kind of bursts out of this tree, you notice the other trees around it
I
try to
ready, man. I'm ready.
reach over, trying to can't quite lift its trunks and its roots out to chase you, but it's trying to get at you.
I throw my. I have my dynamite. This is what I've been waiting for. I light my dynamite, toss it at its open mouth, or its mouth.
Doctor Who lights a whole bunch of dynamite.
No,
throws it at the
one.
forest.
I want
Just
my,
one stick of
just
dynamite?
I just need one.
Go big or go home, you coward.
No, I want to blow up the. You don't want to
He
blow
has
up
other
the-
things he wants to blow up.
We gotta stay.
It better be beautiful, you coward.
Oh no, we're gonna burn this forest to the ground. Don't worry.
Oh,
We're
goodness.
just gonna go get. We're just need some backup.
Give me a good story. A better story than a tree grabbing.
21.
21.
21.
So you light this thing, throw it behind you without even looking backwards. This giant explosion erupts behind you, and you look. You don't even look behind you.
Because the cool guys don't look at fire.
That was actually pretty cool. I'm gonna give you props on that. That was pretty cool. Maybe I will save you
Okay,
next time.
so I'm gonna go to the car. Is the battle ended technically?
So you look behind you, and there's just a smoking crater where you used to be, and all the trees are very still.
All right, cool.
Almost like they don't want to fuck with you anymore.
We're gonna burn this place to the ground.
I killed a man with a fish.
Yeah, I
You
did.
didn't kill a boy, you killed a tree.
You killed an evil tree with a fish. You did.
Oh, side note, do I
Remember
still have
that
the fish
idea I
on me
had?
or is that gone?
Go for it.
That's good,
All right.
man.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
do.
that's a one-use fish.
Okay, maybe I won't kill the redneck because I need his fish.
No.
Doctor Who?
Okay, we can do that. Okay, because I have an idea. I'm gonna make the thing I said I was gonna make. The
What was that again?
the explosive.
A vodka?
Some more
You're
Molotov
mixing
cocktails.
dynamite and vodka.
pretty much.
Gotcha, yeah. You're mixing the Carmody whiskey and dynamite. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put the dynamite in the jar so it doesn't get wet by the whiskey. And then duct tape it together. Open the whiskey, and then I'm gonna roll it, and then I'll open it over there. Okay, you can go get your fish.
Give me like a kind of crafting check or some kind of engineering check.
I definitely failed.
Okay, so you successfully. What'd you roll?
79.
79? All right, so you successfully duct tape a stick of dynamite to a mason jar of whiskey.
Okay.
I'll say you successfully do that. Yes, Pendrick.
I'm
gonna go and look for my fish.
Okay. But you gotta remember, you're gonna need to run shit if you want to, because I'm gonna burn this.
But I'm definitely trying to make sure I'm not going to be in any more range of dynamite. I don't even know who.
I just stay back and shoot at.
I just want my fish back.
No.
So, Doctor Who, Pendrick, you see Eddie walking away from you back towards the smoking crater that you just created in the woods.
Where's my
I
fish?
did tell him to do it. It's my fault. It's my fault.
Where's my fish?
Go ahead and make a spot hidden check.
Please tell me you got the right one. How much?
30 something.
Oh shit, you got it.
30 and a 0.
30.
Yeah, 30.
I'm gonna say with a 30, you find the head of the fish and the tail of the fish in two separate trees.
Doctor, I have one recommendation. Run.
I hear it.
I would still have a fish if you didn't blow it up.
Sorry, you can use your pin now.
No, I want my fish back.
Go get it. You can use both of them as.
I didn't know I was out of the way of the blast.
Okay, don't mind me. I'm just gonna
So
walk
you
back to
ran
you.
out of there. You saw that,
All
yeah.
right, so I'm gonna burn down the damn forest.
Okay.
Doctor Who's gonna start firebugging it. You guys gonna stop him?
I'm just gonna walk back to Pendrick.
Okay.
You want actually?
I mean, not. Yeah,
Wait,
Pendrick.
wait.
I don't want to be
You
near
wanna-
the guy who blew up my fish.
Do you want to burn down the evil forest?
No. You
You
blew up
sure?
my fish.
This is gonna be dynamite. It's gonna.
I don't care. You destroyed my
All
fish.
right, you're gonna miss out on something cool, beautiful.
But my fish.
So Doctor Who goes back over to the like smoldering kind of remaining fires and starts throwing some flammable stuff.
No,
getting
I
the fire
put
going.
the barrel there. I put the
Oh,
dynamite
really?
on the barrel.
Okay.
I like the
The dynamite and
This
kind
is
of roll
nice.
the barrel into the woods.
Yeah.
All right.
You're strong
and
enough
then
to throw
I
it.
fucking run.
Give me an engineering check.
Oh,
And we're going
God.
to combine that with a dex check just to make it fun.
38 plus.
Wow.
I think that's a pass.
Yeah,
That's a pass.
that's
Yep.
a pass.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you shove this dynamite in the barrel, roll it on down into the woods, and in slow motion start running away.
I burned down the forest.
Blows up behind you. Actually, it's not taking. So the
not?
rest of the forest is not catching on fire. It's almost,
Like it's resistant to it.
it's smoldering. It's not catching on fire. However, I'd say with that, you blew up I'd say between 5 and 10. And you blew up 5 more trees, and another 5 are looking rough.
There's no fire though? No spreading?
No, it's not spreading.
You did a bad job, Doctor.
We're going to have to do this again. Give me the other one.
It's pretty humid. It just rained.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know
okay.
that starting a forest fire at this time, it's not California.
I don't know, it's pretty rainy right now too, honestly.
Yeah, it's wet. It's been wet. It's rough.
Alright.
Who used the word
Well,
wet?
at least, is there anything around me I can take? Is there like a bonus treasure? Because
Bonus treasure.
honestly, that'd be kind of cool, honestly. Like when you just defeat the monster, you get like a boop, drop item. I don't know, I'm messing around.
So you look
This
around,
isn't an RPG game.
and you can tell just from your astute perception of your environment and taking the extra moment to look around it and taking your surroundings, you see further up the creek, the trees' corruption seems to get worse, darker. The branches are more purple and veiny, just huge purple veiny branches. The deeper you go up into the forest. Where you are at the campsite, the trees still look green, maybe a little sickly, but the deeper and the further up the creek you go, you can tell the corruption's been longer, more long-lasting up there. It's
Is
had more
this
time
towards
to
the
affect.
cave by chance?
I was trying to double check. Like, did you already do that?
We're still at the dig site, so
Correct. So you can tell from your direction that you traveled from the campsite to the dig site, the creek leads up to the cave, yes.
I see why we came down here first.
Yeah. What do you want to do, man? It looks like everything that is happening is starting from all over.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go check out the cave, and then we'll figure out how to deal with the brothers after that.
So we're gonna follow the stream.
I'm just gonna hold on to the score that I got from the
We
last
might
session.
want to head
Do
back
you want
to
to
the.
bring a barrel of liquor?
No, I'm just gonna hold on to the score that I got from the last session.
We might want.
I mean, I don't have the fish anymore, so what else am I gonna use as a weapon?
You know what?
I'm out of weapons. I only have guns
You know
and
what?
knives.
If you didn't hit the guy with your fingers, you could have got more fish. They sock him.
Next time I see him, if he will die if he
We
doesn't
might
give me
want to
fish.
go back up to the camp and then over to the cave, so we don't have to go through the worst of the darkness.
Versus the darkness.
We'd going
But
in.
it's like I'm guessing it's all around it though. Like if
No,
we leave,
but if we go that way, we're in it the whole time. If we go up to the campsite and then back over, we can get out of it for a little bit.
do we have a map by chance? Can we see this? Sweet. Can we see the map, DM?
So the way it works is if you're here, because this is in the
If that makes sense, because the camp's in the center of both sites. It's not in dead center of both sites, but it's the center as far as travel.
Well, I'm saying like if we're closer this way, it's easier this way.
Rest in peace, my fish.
And we did tear a path through already, and these trees are afraid of us.
Hey guys.
So you guys are here at the dig site.
Yeah.
These are the woods.
Yeah.
And then you don't.
Okay. Cool.
Hey guys. Everyone give the fish a rest in
So
peace.
you guys are at the dig site here, and these are the woods, and we don't know about this stuff yet.
So if we go this way, it'd be easier, correct? To where we're going to the cave.
If we go to Sherman, it may not even be easy for the vehicle.
Well, I don't think we're gonna be able to take a vehicle anyways. That's why I'm saying. This
So
might
you
be
guys
easy.
know you're not going to be able to take the vehicle up to the cave. From this point, walking up the creek through the woods to the cave is probably going to be your best bet to get to the cave. Also,
up to 3 inches so long as they handle the move.
did you guys want to make it back to the Carmody brothers? I know you still have 3 barrels of whiskey in the back,
We do.
but it felt like you might have some unfinished business there.
You want to go kill some brothers?
Probably want to take care of the cave first, because we don't know what might still be possibly there.
So if we kill the cave, we'll do the cave, and then we'll go kill the brothers.
Yeah.
But first, can
Because
someone...
Did you realize what I just said? We're going to go kill them. We're not going to go talk to them. We're going to go kill them.
So
So after
I'm
we
not
kill the
worried
thing in the
about the
cave,
brothers.
we're going to kill the brothers.
Overall, I'm not worried about the brothers. I'm worried about what's behind the brothers.
I just want to understand. I want you to understand what we're talking about. We're talking about murder here.
Type F in chat for the dead fish.
Okay. I guess we're
I
going to
think
go to the
they're
cave.
already
Let's
dead, so.
go. Let me
Type
grab.
F in chat
I'm
for
going to
my
take some
fish
of
that
the
was
mason
brutally
jars and
blown up.
fill it with more alcohol, just in case.
I'm almost certain that the brothers are already dead. They
Yeah, but oh yeah.
are
So
much
if we,
away like the Sickaway tribe.
yeah. Alright, we're gonna go up the mountain. I'm gonna take my Molotovs. Is there anything you need to take out of the car?
I'm making sure I've got all the stuff I need.
Do you need anything out of the car?
You killed my fish.
You killed your fish.
You killed my fish.
You killed my fish.
You blew
The
my
fish is
fish out.
already
Dead
dead.
before either one of you touched it.
Well, it was my fish because my skeleton pet fish was the best fish.
Oh yeah, it was a skeleton. That makes more sense why I went through the tree, because it was skeleton in.
Skeleton.
His life mattered. Put F in chat for him.
Oh wait,
Skeleton lives
we
matter.
have duct tape. Why don't you just duct tape the tape?
It's not the same if you Frankenstein a fish.
How about do we have any glue in the car?
Yes.
Can we pay attention to how
Do
we're
you want-
walking
we
if
have
we're
some
going?
super glue. We just put some super glue and we fix the thing.
Stuck
You
it.
are dead to me, Doctor.
Okay. Okay,
should I
super glue the
just
fish.
Okay, go ahead and roll a check, like an engineering check or glue the fish back together check.
5. I actually got a 10 though. That's
on
not
the
fair.
table. On the table.
That's not fair. That would have been a
It's
success.
fair.
Oh,
got
10 still. 15.
All right, so you do a fantastic job. You're not a paleontologist, but damn it if this fish doesn't look anatomically correct.
It's just the head and the tail.
No, the fish is perfect. You just said it got fixed perfectly.
Is its ribs back?
So he did fix it perfectly, but it's missing like 7 vertebrae.
I'm gonna keep it then, because it was a pretty good fish. Then. If you don't want it,
I'm gonna kill another fish and take it.
you
And take
the
its
fish?
skeleton. I'm
Okay.
gonna kill another fish.
Well, you don't have it right now. It's here.
Interesting.
Are we?
So you're gonna pull something from
So you
there?
resolve to find another fish and kill it.
So you're gonna go fish it then?
Do you walk back to the creek?
There's no creek though. There's no water.
It's a very, very shallow stream. There's almost barely any water coming down.
Just take the fish. I just built it back up.
Anyone wanna go
I got
fishing
a
with me?
15. Oh my god.
Can we get on our actual mission?
I know, that's what I'm trying to make. I was trying to make him happy, and this is what I get for trying to make him happy.
Yes, can we stay focused on the task at hand here?
Fine.
You know what? You don't get the fish.
Hopefully I see that redneck again so we
Alright,
can
I'm
give
taking.
you a fish.
I'm keeping the fish and heading out. Let's go.
So Doctor Who just grabs his fish that he thought would be a nice gift for Eddie and then starts marching up the creek. Do you both follow?
Yeah.
All right. So as you walk through the woods, you're noticing that there's an odd tension, almost like a rhythmic beating. The forest seems strange, and there's not a lot of birds. There's not a lot of wildlife. You don't see any wildlife other than that
Here we go
dead
again.
deer.
Well,
canopy.
with all those trees that are alive, I'm not surprised.
Here we go again.
So
This
Wait.
feeling again.
Maybe I could do it with a bird instead.
you can do it with a bird.
Maybe I could do it with a bird instead.
There's no
Find a
birds.
dead bird.
Is there any
Bird
dead birds?
katanas.
Is there any dead birds around?
You look
us?
around, you see 0 wildlife. It's weird, actually. As you continue, you come around a bend in the woods, and thank God the trees seem to be further away from the creek, so you're not too worried about being grabbed. However, as you come around a bend, you see in front of you some kind of obstruction, some kind of structure built up around the creek. As you look closer, it seems to be some kind of crisscross of cut down timber, some logs. You can tell it's man-made, and as you approach, this is a dam. The dam lies at the edge of the woods and is a ramshackle, if sturdy affair, fashioned from felled timbers, waste wood, and mud. There's a large pool of water at the dam filled with more of the wriggling flecks that you saw from Blackwater Creek. And it leaks. The water leaks around the edges of the dam and into the woods downhill. The water is dark and has a multicolored shimmering film above it. There's also a rotten fruit smell.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
That's the alcohol smell.
So you guys kind of clabber up this rough dam, and you get to the edge of this kind of man-made pond, and you're walking around it. As you kind of survey the surrounding land, you look out and you see, oh, well, these waters are being diverted over to the Carmody farm. They're using this water to irrigate their fields.
Well, that's smart.
Clever.
It is the true battlefield role that they look at.
Is there anything else around here? Like anything?
Spot hidden check.
Spot and check it
We'll
is.
do the same look around.
Go ahead. You take a look around.
I'm also gonna do
37.
Eddie, everybody's looking. Oh, I got out.
I'm a blind bat.
that. 76.
Doesn't see
I'm
anything.
finished and I don't see.
You see something, and you don't see anything?
I don't see
I got a
it.
76, so probably not.
You don't see shit.
My 91 says nothing. So.
So Doctor Who, the only astute person among you, looks around, and you see
Are these guys troops or are these?
Oh, you forgot to give it back.
So they do not get that. These
um,
guys are characters.
Just answer it. It's okay.
They also don't have
thank you, sir.
You will have more
Technology.
Technology.
Technology. So you, Pendrick and Eddie, you guys are looking around. Wow, it's so pretty. There's a multicolored rainbow.
More like
in the
focused on the water, nothing else.
Well, you don't see nothing. That's the problem.
I just want to find another
Doctor
day.
Who, you see in the water some kind of jellyfish looking thing. It looks like a plastic bag before their plastic was invented, so you don't have no idea what that is. You see in the water, almost translucent, also has that iridescent, semi-see-through look, and it's kind of propelling itself through the water.
I'm gonna fix my last mistake at the woods and light one of the Molotov and throw it at it.
Interesting. Okay, go ahead and make a dex check.
Are you giving warning so we can get out of the way?
You just see him.
Oh my god, a perfect 7.
A perfect 7. All right, you huck this piece of dynamite right into water. Thump, plop, right on top of it.
Get down! Get down!
Do anything, Eddie?
I'm just looking for a dead animal.
You're like, explosion? Can't wait. Anything, Patrick?
I'm trying to make sure I'm not going to be in the blast of any kind of potential blast.
Or whatever, it's gonna fly out.
So you guys are, he made a high enough dex check. It's really far away. You, sir, go ahead and roll in 10 D6s.
D6s.
How many D6 do you need?
I have 2 already, so I guess I'll need 2 more. Oh, I need 10 of them, you said.
You need 10.
Oh, so...
I looked up dynamite damage. It's 10 D6.
Oh, shit.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Yeah.
Who's making me happy today?
Yeah, they've just been demolishing everything they touched.
Okay, so...
17, 24,
Okay,
32.
Alright, 36.
32 damage. So you see a geyser erupt out of the middle of this lake. When the water finally settles and all the tiny little white mass of bubbles finally dissipate, you see nothing that even resembled anything close to the mass you saw in the middle of the lake there.
Can someone help me find a dead animal already?
No, I'm good. I gave you a fish, you didn't want it, that's it, yeah.
I'm moving on to deer this time. I want something bigger.
Actually, there was a deer head a while back. How do we go get the deer head?
You see,
I think
Eddie,
you shattered it
a small
already.
dock that goes out into the lake.
A small dog?
Small dock, like a
Don't
boat
kill
dock.
dogs.
Oh. I was about to say.
At the end of the dock is something's catching. The light is glinting off something. It's shining. Can't make it out though from here.
Walk closer.
You walk
Looks like we
closer.
have to go closer.
We got so many dynamite, man. We got so many.
You make your way up to the end of the dock, kind of looking at it.
Might as well, because it'll go faster. Alright, so 2 dice.
Still hard to tell.
Yeah, rerolling ones.
Give up.
You give up, walk back to the crew.
I think we were already starting to head that way, even though she's the only one that saw it.
No.
Reroll ones.
You also look over and you see a dock with something glinting, sunshine glinting off something at the end.
6 in order for that guy.
Okay, maybe I should actually look for that, shouldn't I?
Considering how close we are, we ought to go check it out because it's probably related to this.
Alright. Alright, Ray. Alright, let's do this. Let's either throw our dynamite at his ass. Whatever.
Fine.
Dynamite on my problems here.
May as well look more in depth instead.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I just realized that the last game where we blew up the house with this dynamite, that should have been a lot more dice. That should have been a lot more damage.
So the radius is actually pretty small for dynamite.
Really? But
Yeah.
even a group of it?
Yeah, even with a group of it, I don't understand if
So-
the radius gets bigger, but by the rules, the radius for dynamite's not, it's pretty small. I think it's like 5 feet
Really?
actually. Yeah, it's tiny.
I'm kind of sad about that.
Yeah.
So
But it's
it's,
still an
it's better just to
extremely
throw one at a
damaged
time then.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll home rule it too. Like, we could start widening out that radius if you throw a whole truckload of dynamite.
Yeah.
If Eddie keeps playing with us, we're gonna have some dynamite rules.
Well, he doesn't have any dynamite now.
Dynamite.
He's been too
helping
busy
you
on
with
this
your
using a
habit.
fish to kill people.
How can you let your habit?
Fish throwing star.
Fish
So,
doing stuff.
you guys are at the end of this dock. You're looking towards the end of this dock, and you see fishing equipment. You see a fishing rod. You see some hooks and a tackle box.
Oh, you're helping the kid out now. Or is that actually in the game?
Like roll a 4 or higher to end the turn.
That's not in the adventure module.
Continue to turn
Oh,
7.
huh?
So if you roll a 1 or 2.
This is not in the adventure module. You're correct.
I knew it. There you go. Go fishing.
Let's go fishing.
Yeah.
You have no choice, everyone else. You are fishing with me.
So, Eddie, go ahead, sits down at the end of the dock.
I'm building
You're
a fire.
fishing? Go ahead and roll a fishing check.
What time of day is it?
Dex check.
68.
It's about midday.
Say 8. What was yours?
Okay.
80?
Yeah.
Oh, he
So
won.
you tie a pretty good fishing. What do you
Just
yeah,
make him,
call it a
give him
tie.
a goldfish. That'd be hilarious.
You throw it out into the middle.
Oh, a Milton fish? Oh, shit.
You see your bobber kind of like going up and down.
Reel it back in.
So you go to reel it back in. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
46.
46. So you're pulling it in. It's going back out. You're pulling it back in, and then it's letting you pull it back in, and you're getting it closer, and it's coming up and up. This is weird. This is the same kind of. I swear to God, Doctor Who just blew one of these up. And as it gets up towards the top of the water and it breach, it starts to reach up towards you.
Oh, no.
Tentacle reaches up towards you. Oh, and you touch it back?
Wait,
You touch it.
really?
Interesting.
Oh.
So you
It's
guys
a
see
fish.
him reel up this jellyfish-looking thing, and you see him reach down into to the water. Do you touch the water?
Do you touch it? Do you actually touching it?
I'm touching the fish.
So you're touching the shapeless mass.
It's a shapeless match. It's the thing I blew up.
I'm not the smartest one here. You should know that.
Oh, that's not good.
So as you reach out towards it, it almost peels back gingerly, and then moves to envelop you.
Well, I made a mistake.
No, wow, I didn't know
All
that.
the tentacles try and reach out and wrap around your body and pull you into the pond.
Well, I guess we lost a good friend. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
He gets a perfect strength check.
45.
Yeah, perfect. Oh. Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
So I assume this guy's going to want to be
So,
over here.
with that, as you try and pull back and resist this thing, you almost pull back and then slip. Your butt's wet and you fall splash into the water. Go ahead and make a con check.
He's passing that odd 7.
Oh, wow.
07?
Yes.
Amazing. So as you fall into this water, you feel something try and reach deep into your body, but you shake it off. No effect. However, you are grabbed and you will take 2 points of damage as this shapeless mass kind of just squeezes the air out of you as you start to sink below the water. You two saw him trying to catch a fish. Whatever the shapeless mass that he pulled back up with his fishing rod, grab him and pull him into the water.
You know what it was? He was fishing for us. He was fishing humans. He's probably back there in the bottom of the sea, drinking a cold beer, having a smoke. You know, drunk, laughing, drunken.
See if we can try to
guy.
reach Eddie. See if we can try to reach Eddie and help pull him back up.
You're right there.
Oh, yeah, we just grab him, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
said
you
he was
reach
in the
down,
water,
you
yeah.
Oh, no,
grab him,
wait,
you pull him up.
Yeah.
Who's your father?
All right,
Well, that would be Pendrick.
go ahead and roll a strength check to pull him up.
No way. 74 out of a strength of 40, so nothing.
So you grab a hold of him and you pull him up, but he's just so heavy, all the water log, and then there's another thing trying to pull him back down into the water. You go ahead and make a con roll. Are you helping?
I'm gonna get my gun.
I passed the con roll with a 12.
So you as well feel the corruption trying to sink into your bones. shake it off.
Is it? Can I shoot it? Is it possible to shoot it?
I'll say that you have, you're right there on top of the dock. You're shooting down into the water. You can take a shot, but it's going to be tricky because it's grappled onto him and he's sinking. He's like in the water, splashing around. It's going to be hard to see him.
Okay, wait. If this is the pond, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like right here in the like that.
Yeah.
And the monster is where? Like over here?
It's just like directly in front of him.
So I'm gonna try to throw a grenade with a fuse on it, and let it sink to the bottom, and then explode.
So you have a stick of dynamite. You can light it and throw it in the water. However, this is. I'll ask if that's. Are you sure that's what you want to do? Because Eddie is in the water, grappled, and he's.
He really said multiple times he would not help me.
That's true. He did say that.
Multiple times. I remember. He said multiple times. Multiple times.
Eddie's over there.
Yeah. So I'm lighting the stick of dynamite. Try not to die. Damn it. I can't do it to you guys. I can't do it. I love Eddie too much.
That's a good call because that could have been real
honestly,
bad.
I did a few rolls that are amazing. I should have killed me or them. Honestly.
Hey, roll high. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you roll high, it's all good.
Low, you mean?
In this game, correct. Roll low in this game, roll good. So,
all right, I'm gonna.
You're seeing him getting pulled into the water. You're seeing him fail to pull him back up. What are you doing?
Do I still have my rope?
You do have rope.
I'm gonna toss the rope. I'm gonna go wrap it like around a tree.
Sure.
Yeah, lasso. And I'm gonna toss one end to them, and I'm gonna hold on and then start pulling the rope. And if hopefully they get it.
I like it. Doctor Who is going in and throwing you a rope, Eddie. Back to you. Actually, yes, it's back to you, Eddie.
Yeah, that seems better because.
So is the rope in the water? Or?
So you just got pulled into the water, and you're currently being drowned by a shapeless mass. And this guy threw you rope, and this guy's pulling you up by the back of your collar.
So I only
Grab the rope.
Okay, you grab the rope. You're going to try and pull yourself back up onto the dock? Go ahead, and it's going to be an opposed strength roll.
51.
Oh my.
You succeed. So you kind of shrug off this guy's tentacle, you clamp back onto the deck, pull yourself up. You're back out of the water. However, you are still grappled by this shapeless mass. Pendrick.
So he's grappled, but how much of him is still?
Actually, I'm sorry. The shapeless mass is going to go next.
Ooh,
He's got the shapeless mass has a dexterity of 60.
Whoa!
I know.
Nice.
Yeah, for a guy with no legs, it's quick.
He's also in his element with the water.
Oh, he's
too,
in his
so-
water. He's in his habitat. Yeah, right. It's like a jet propulsion in the
Slightly
water.
worse, but better in the fact that you
Okay. So this guy actually has no attacks. His attack is to grab onto you and then just do damage from being on top of you because he's an acid puddle, essentially. So you take 2 more damage as you fail to shrug him off.
So the longer you have him, the longer you
Exactly.
take
Oh,
damage.
this is how Eddie dies.
How much?
No, you got a long way off yet.
Actually, what did you roll on your strength check?
Yeah, but all this is
It was like a 50, right?
51, I think he said.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to say with that, I rolled a 78. When you're trying to get out of the water drags the shapeless mass off of you. So you're able to pull away from the shapeless mass and get back out of the water.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah, so the shapeless mass is still in the water and it's trying to get clamped back onto him, but Eddie successfully gets that thing off him.
All right. So is it going to go after him now?
So it's currently at the end of this dock and it's trying to latch back up onto Eddie.
All right. Cool.
How much damage have you guys done to this thing?
None.
None of this.
0 damage.
Yeah.
Wunderbar. So it's reaching back up for Eddie.
that is 0.
Back to you, Pendrick.
I was going to throw dynamite.
So
but
Eddie's
I didn't wanna
free
kill
of them
him.
at the moment?
Yes,
He's still in the water though, right?
No, Eddie got out of the water.
he's out of the water. He's free and out of the water. You rolled a good strength check.
Oh,
Try a
he's in-
shotgun blast into this thing.
You're still in the water.
No,
I was
Pendrick's
never
not
in
in
the
the
water.
water. No.
Oh, that dude was.
I was reaching off the dock.
Oh, okay.
So Pendrick takes the 16 gauge?
Yes. No, 20 gauge.
Oh, excuse me. Takes a 20 gauge, levels it straight at the shapeless mob. Go ahead and roll for hit.
Which is not enough
Ought
to
to.
kill Abaddon. But
Nails it. Point blank. Puts it right up to its nose. Pulls the trigger for
Which will keep you from this.
which would prevent me from
3.
scoring. So
3 damage.
Within 15.
I couldn't roll good on
that
those.
guy has 8 shots.
This might be enough.
He's still wiggling, and he's wiggling his arms over Eddie. Doctor Who. What are you doing?
What, are they all out of the water now?
Everybody's out of the water. Just a shapeless mass that's still
I
trying
like
to get up
the
there.
dynamite and toss it.
He's very bad at
You light the dynamite and toss it.
I'll glue him as soon as I hate that base. I know, like, my poor, he's falling all over the
Oh
place.
my god, so close. Okay, 19. 19.
19?
That's good.
Lands right at the edge of the dock at your feet.
19?
Yeah. That's where the shapeless mass is.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm away from it though.
Are you not at the end of the dock?
No,
sorry.
I'm in the woods. I was holding on to the rope, remember?
So you two, over the head, splash. You see dynamite land right at your feet.
I'm gonna try and run a fair distance away from it.
Go ahead and make a dex check. Pendrick,
thing.
dex check.
35.
Ought
You're
to.
fine.
2?
Both of you
See, I told
fine.
you believe in them. I believe in them. I knew they'd be fine.
As Doctor Who says, I believed in you guys the whole time. Doctor Who turns around. As you guys run away from the lake, a giant geyser of water erupts from behind you. Splash.
I'm going to spend 2 CP.
Does it die?
4 insane brave.
You have no idea. All you see is steam behind you.
Alright, sweet. That works.
I'm not going to roll damage because he only had 4 health left.
Do you want? Oh, does any fish float to the top?
So you look back at the lake, and all you see are ripples and waves. You see no dead fish.
Oh man. If there was any fish, it should have killed all the fish in there.
You remember
Straight up.
what you all told me about the kids, what they were playing with in the water anyway, right? So there you go.
I didn't tell you anything about that.
Disappointed noises.
I didn't tell you about the kids.
He wrote everything down.
I didn't tell him. Oh, he was there. No, wait, he didn't see it though. He came afterwards. I saw it. He saw me when I was playing those. Well, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you now. Blah blah blah. Reminder of that.
So as you guys are blah blah blah, and as you walk away from this steaming lake,
Like
we're gonna take a break.
Like badasses.
Even when we're failing.
Like only time we win is when we play with Dynamite. Only time. Ari's playing with fish. Other than that,
fish so bad because I wouldn't.
other than that, we fail. Horrendous. Horrendous.
One of the biggest problems that happened was
Oh yeah. So I'm not gonna be here for a month and a half. So I'm trying to talk with him.
And that starts when?
Can you not hear me?
I can hear it. Careful.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Doctor, you better.
I'm not the doctor right now. It's not. It's not.
You better be here because otherwise I'll have no one to make fun of.
Well, I might be. Like I said, speaker.
Yeah, if you're on the speaker, that's a good way that I can make fun of you. Because I'm gonna say, Doctor, you are so bad that you can't even be here.
I'm fine with that. I'm not there.
like it's not bad. I won't say it's
I ain't there. I ain't there. What you talking about?
we get plus 1 damage with heavy weapons against me.
I should have uploaded another video to YouTube, shouldn't
It's
I?
not bad. I won't actually say it's great though because
Maybe a speed edit.
against armies.
Maybe a speed edit of Eddie Brock.
It doesn't do anything because they do not take their
Or Pendrick. I don't think I need to draw the Doctor. I think everyone knows what he is. A bloody clown.
Clown.
Yeah. Doctor Who. The clown that abandoned the circus to become a doctor.
Circus. He's a time master.
Okay, fine. You didn't abandon the circus because
He
you
was
are
never
the
part of the
circus.
circus.
You are the whole damn circus.
I almost got that Call of
I'll give him that.
I
Doctor
almost
Who
wanted to
is
go for
it.
that Call of Cthulhu card game that they had. Almost all the expansions,
I
but they
saw
were
that.
asking for too much. I was like, nope.
How much was it?
The starting bid was like $75. I was like, no
Wow.
Didn't even buy it?
thanks. I ain't spending that kind of money on something I'm not gonna touch much. We spent a lot of money on other things, but
I wonder how much it cost him to do it. Probably the same amount he's selling.
What they're asking for it, if you look at it, if you get them all brand new, that was probably about $300 worth of stuff.
Really? So it was a deal.
It was a deal, but it's still way beyond what I could afford for not being able to use.
Yeah.
Just give it to him.
Like, I don't think he can use it. Or you're gonna give it to him. You're right, as a gift.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and bring it back in here.
You know, my gift is just being here
It's not a
as
good
the comic relief.
It's crime against humanity.
Comic relief.
I'm a comic relief who's only funny half the time.
So you guys find yourselves at the top of this dam, small pond that you just vaporized part of. You look over to your left, you see what looks like to be irrigation ditches dug, diverting the water from this dam to their fields. You can make your way back to the Carmody farm from here, or you continue onto the cave.
Cave first.
First, and then the brothers.
Yeah.
We got a lot of dynamite. We're good.
Cave time. Hammer time.
We still got to make sure we've covered all our bases to look for the professor. So,
We know. Okay, yeah. We'll do that.
so all we got to do is figure out if we can confirm his living or dead.
True.
And it's better than attacking the Carmody farm when he might be there.
Well,
Without-
if he might be there, there's only corruption there. So if he's there, the sooner we go to him, probably the better.
Right, but we need to check the cave just in case he's not there. Yeah.
Hey, if he's dead, I can make up how he died.
Okay.
And they'll believe me because I'm the only journalist alive now.
Because maybe he's tied up in the cave, maybe his body there, who knows.
Alright, we'll do that. See what you gotta do, man. We'll go with you.
That's one of those things where
We're heading to the cave.
All right. So you guys see that it's not going to be too hard to get to the cave from where you guys are at now. They pretty much built this dam not at the source of the cave, but you can tell that the source of this creek is coming out of the mouth of the cave. You look up above and you see as it kind of slopes up the hill that there is a cave, and it seems like to be the source of what this creek is. And it is being dammed at this location and then being rerouted. It takes you about half hour, 45 minutes to make your way up to the mouth of the cave, and you find yourselves at the base of what is going to be the entrance to this cave. It's not so much a stairway as a pile of crumbled rocks that leads up to the mouth of the cave. As you look closer at how you're going to do this approach to get into the cave, you notice that most of the rocks leading up to the mouth of the cave are coated in this black water. So it's going to be a little tricky. You're going to have to really pick your path carefully. And
Is there a way around it?
no, it looks like, so much as you can tell, the cave is kind of set up into the hill about 30, 50 feet.
Who's better at climbing? Is there a better climber?
Why are you guys looking at me?
Because he's got the best decks.
It's not that I'm just not. Is it that
Okay,
I'm
so we'll
the
give you the rope.
stupidest but strongest
We'll
one?
just tie it onto something and then we'll climb up. So we don't die right away.
Fine. I promise nothing though.
So are you gonna climb up then? I'll give you the,
Yeah.
I'll give you the rope.
I'll climb
Oh
up.
wait, is there anything around us before?
Spot hidden check.
I'm not paid enough to do this.
26.
29?
Oh,
Oh, 26, you're right. 26.
You see, around this cave, the plant life is as odd as you've seen it yet. This is the strangest, and you can tell that the corruption that's been plaguing the surrounding areas has probably been affecting this plant life the longest. Berries and seed pods the size of football lie split and rotten all over the ground. Their tacky innards seething with large, deformed worms and insects. All the plants exhibit unnaturally vibrant colors, like tropical orchids and livid bruises. The stench of sweet corruption is almost everywhere. All three of you roll a sanity check. Roll 1d6 cubes.
1d6 for a sanity check?
Yes.
3.
6.
You take 6 points of sanity damage. You take 3 points of sanity damage. So you're all looking around, and this place looks like...
I got a.
No, you only meant to do this.
Oh, this one? It's a 5.
5 points
5
of
points of
sanity
sanity
damage for you.
damage. So this looks like Willy Wonka and the Charlie Chocolate Factory. It is a bizarre
At least you chose a
natural
good
landscape.
movie.
I think
You chose a good one.
Hell yeah.
If you would have said Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I would have left.
No, the original. Thank you very much.
He's so
I see a man of culture too.
at that time.
So you guys are looking around. You feel like you're on Mars. This is a bizarre, strange landscape with unnatural.
Can I do a medicine
plants.
check about the plant life? Maybe I can see anything of use in them.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna let the doctor do his thing because he's actually sometimes good at this.
60.
No, wait, did I get 60?
Yeah,
I did get 60. I got 60. Sorry, I have 60. 60 on my medicine.
If half.
Okay.
Good for you, doctor. You saved something.
Save something. I'm looking at the plant to see if there's any.
Exactly. You saved the plants from this bottle.
So I'm going to say with that and your previous understanding of the pestilence and the corruption, you can tell this is the source of the surrounding corruption, that this is the cause. You're not sure what it is, as far as conventional medicines would explain, but you can tell just by the progression and how closer you are to the source that this is the cause.
Wasn't
There's
there...
no objects or anything on the ground or like around this.
Go ahead and make a spot hidden check. Each of you make a spot hidden check.
wasn't there a cave in the legend for that tribe?
16. 16. 16.
16. You
17.
find-
89.
You don't find anything. You two notice a small box at the entrance of the cave. As you kind of clabber up and make that last little 5 feet, you look down and you find a small box. As you reach the cave, you look down and it zooms in. There's that effect of zoom as you look down in the cave, and then you realize this does sound familiar to the legends of the Sitkayok tribe, where their legends spoke of an undying elder in the hills.
So what's in the? I pick up the box and then look at it. Anything in the box?
You find 20 sticks of dynamite in the box.
Oh.
There's your treasure.
That's mine, so
Please give me it. At least some of it.
45 now.
We are at the cave
Give me 10 sticks.
to the source. Not only are we at the cave to the
Give me
source
5
of this,
sticks.
we are
Ask
also...
me to not give you any.
Give me
so-
5 sticks. You have enough.
Alright, so
You have enough. Give me at least 1 stick.
should we
We're
just?
more than like...
How about instead of going in there? How about we just ask, yell in there, and say, "Hey, are you in there, doctor?"
We are more than likely at the cave of the elder of the Sitkayok tribe.
I
The
know.
undying.
I know. I'm saying, how about we just blow up the cave and just leave? You want to go in there? I don't want to go in there.
I'm severely tempted.
You are all
Okay.
weaklings. Let's go in.
You gonna go in? You guys gonna go in?
Hendrik, you coming
Are we
with me?
going in?
I said I was severely tempted, so I'm...
Are we going? I'm going in. Are we going in? Yes or no?
Yes, we're going in.
Alright. They go in first, and then
Marching order.
I
We got
get
Eddie
one.
in front.
I get the match and the dynamite ready just in case.
Hey, can I just like jump into the cave?
No.
Eddie
It's-
leaps
you're
on
almost-
into the cave. Feet first, head first.
Make a,
Fendrick, you're second.
Yeah.
make a dexterity check.
Give me something like a concussion.
So you guys start making your way into the cave, and you're noticing it's kind of narrow. You're having to crunch,
I got an
slouch
idea.
down.
How about we blow this up now and we just don't do anything? Let's go back.
Maybe we can make friends. We don't know that
I ain't
this
worried about
enemy is
making
hostile.
friends. I want to see exactly how true this legends are now.
Eddie up front, leading the way. Pendrick and Doctor Who following up.
I'm giving a prideful march.
I'm sorry?
I'm giving a prideful march. I'm actually good at something.
Right?
Confidently making his way down in there.
I've had too much brain damage to care.
He must have hit his
You
head.
smell the strongest sweet smell that you've smelled in the past couple days.
Turn around.
Eddie turns around and stops you guys.
Yeah, no. Let's leave. I don't like this. It's too good smelling in this cave.
What do you want to do, doctor?
I'm more curious than I am worried about going back.
Eddie, the deeper you go, you notice that the walls are sticky, almost like syrup is dripping down the walls. And you also see
third most recent.
The sticky substance has some kind of glow to it. It's almost phosphorescent.
Otherwise, we
Can I
wouldn't see
have a
anything
look
right now.
around to see if there, like, can we see ahead? Can I do like a roll to see if I see anything ahead?
So Doctor Who kind of shines his flashlight. Click, 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 click. He's looking ahead of you, Eddie. Go ahead and make a spot hidden check.
Jeez, yeah, let me have this. I don't have this. 90.
I'm gonna try to take
94.
advantage of his light and see what happens.
I'm 94. I don't see nothing.
So the light kind of flickers in and out, and you kind of bang it against your thigh. Try and click, click. Just, it's so dark, and it's absorbing the light coming out of your flashlight. What's that?
So I want to try to see what he was trying to look at with the flashlight. Try to focus on wherever the light went as he was trying to do whatnot.
Spot hidden check.
I'm gonna try and pickpocket and stick it to a dynamite
85
out of
for
his
me, so no.
pockets.
Hey, Eddie, you're
Each of you see nothing. What are you doing with
I'm
Dynamite,
gonna
Eddie?
try and pickpocket dynamite out of his pockets.
All right, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
allowing it.
You can make a stealth check if you'd like. 11?
11.
You go ahead and take 2 sticks of dynamite out of Doctor Who's pocket. Doctor Who, go ahead and roll a perception or a spot hidden check on there for me.
45.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Oh, bitch. Took 2 of my dynamite. I have to fix this. See, this is why I didn't want to give you any. Because I'm going to have to fix my writing.
I'm in a good mood now.
You're the one that told me you didn't want any dynamite. You literally told me, okay.
That's like saying
an
that's like saying someone who's in rehabilitation for drugs doesn't want drugs.
That's very accurate, actually. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Maybe in rehabilitation, but that doesn't mean that I still don't want dynamite.
I said it's nicely done. I said nicely done.
Thank you, Doctor. You can understand something.
I'm gonna blow up him up.
There's a slight amount of animosity between the journalist and the doctor. Goodness gracious.
You know, I didn't blow you. I could have blown you up in the water. I thought about it multiple times.
Hey, here's the thing all the time. I may say I wouldn't save you, but I still would. But that's because I'm a good person, unlike you.
As you guys argue, each of you notice strange growths cover the walls of the passages, growing denser the further that you go into the cave.
You know, I'm not paid for this. I'm just gonna back up.
Do I sense anything creepy as fuck happening right about now?
You do.
I'm lighting the dynamite. I don't care. I'm lighting it and tossing it into the cave. Or into the cave. I don't give a fuck. It's going in.
So you see Doctor Who fumbling and panicking. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. This cave's gotta die. And he's trying to like light the dynamite and just huck it in there. And you guys don't know if Dr. Rhodes is deeper in here. You don't know if his wife Abigail is deeper in here.
It gives me a good story, so I'm fine with it. I'm just gonna back up out of this radius.
I don't care, man. This is too fucking creepy. Come on, you know you don't want this.
The growths, the strange growths on the side of the cave are becoming larger and more numerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm tossing.
They're taking over the walls.
Guys, can we just leave?
I'm tossing the dynamite. I'm running. I'm not doing this. I already got messed up by the
Before
tree.
you light the dynamite, Bender,
So I'm not even paying attention to what. I'm assuming I've gotten ahead of him enough that I'm not even paying attention to the fact he's got that on. I'm more curious what's going on in front. Looking for bones and whatever else may be going.
We dealt with trees, man.
make a medicine or biology roll.
Do you want to run out of the cave?
Run there a little bit.
Okay, so apparently me and the doctor are gonna try and run out of it.
Well, no, I'm blowing the shit out of it.
33.
Yeah,
33?
but after you try and blow it
That's
up,
your medicine
everybody
or your
out.
biology skill?
Like what's your like
Medicine,
real money?
0.1%. Biology, I don't actually have written down on here. But
So, medicine check. You identify various internal organs, apparently diseased but still alive, fused into the walls of the cave. They're pulsating.
Next, we go.
And you turn around to tell me, and you see me ready lighting the dynamite.
you're probably already about ready to run at that point.
So as you turn around, and as you're trying to light the dynamite, Eddie just continues a couple more steps.
Oh, he said he'd stop. He's ahead.
He's kind of like turning around, and as he turns around, the light from his flashlight reveals behind him an enormous cavern in just one sweep. And then it's darkness again.
I'm running out of this cave.
You hear in your voice, in your head, a voice of a woman. Stop. Help me.
Yeah, no.
Please stop. Help me.
I'm not paid enough for this.
It's eating me. Oh my god.
I'm not paid enough for this. I'm running out of the cave.
It's taking me. It's eating me alive. Please help. Stop.
Yeah, no. I'm running out of the cave.
As you turn to flee, you look behind your shoulder as instinctive to see if an animal is going to get you, if you're being pursued. And as you look one last time, you see that this cave is massive. This thing is miles deep. In fact, your brain reels at just having to quantify the distance. And as your flashlight passes over it, you realize that this cave, as massive as it is covered with faces, human faces, wriggling flesh, miles across.
Yeah, I'm definitely running out of here.
Everybody roll dexterity checks.
Oh no.
34.
88.
54. I have 4.
Who rolled 88? You failed a dex check?
Yep.
Let's try that again.
Amazing.
I failed too. I got a.
You want to push the roll.
Yes.
All right, Eddie
hell, yeah.
turns around and
Do
on
it,
the
man.
wet, slick rocks tries to push himself back towards the entrance of the cave. Go ahead and roll again.
44.
Ooh. So the rocks slip. Crack! You almost slip towards the abyss. Catch yourself and start pulling yourself forward. However, tentacles from the side of the cave wall start reaching up to grab you. You all
I passed mine, so.
shuffle your feet and kind of step over it, but you can tell something horrible has happened to Abigail Rhodes. This woman's voice in your head, you can feel it inside you as you try and flee towards the entrance of this cave.
Mama.
Everybody make a second dexterity check.
57.
I ultimately, ugly fail.
Is that a 90 or 60? No, is this a 90 or 60?
I had like a 40.
90.
Oh, 95.
For you. He has a 95.
95. Interesting.
No, you want to hear mine yet. 100.
You rolled 100.
Yes.
95 and 100 on the second dex check. Well,
Nice.
give me a second.
I aced the first one just to
Alright, sweet.
fail the second one.
You can push it. You can push it.
You can push it.
You already got 100. 100 is like.
I'm not pushing my
bad.
luck.
Not him. I'm talking to him.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I'm just curious how early I want to, or just see what kind of catastrophe I end up in.
Well, you can die. I'm just saying.
I'm already about half dead anyway.
Alright.
But yeah, we'll push it and see what happens.
Ooh.
5.
Oh, wow.
The complete opposite direction.
Oh my god, you guys.
Wow.
See?
Nice rolls, guys. I'm very impressed.
I went from almost dying, potentially dying. To
So as a
surviving.
face pushes out of the wall and tries to bite into you and hold you inside the cave, you kind of elbow it right in the face, knock out a few teeth of Abigail Rhodes' mini faces, keep moving up the cave as you all try and claw your way.
Wait. I'm lighting the dynamite. I'm lighting the dynamite first, and
Oh,
then leave.
snap! Doctor Who's lighting up some fireworks for your departure. Eddie, you actually got caught. So as you are trying to behind Pendrick and Doctor Who, as you're trying to scrabble out, you slip, bam, smash your nose right into the ground, sputter cave water out of your nose. Go ahead. What are you trying to do? Are you still trying to make your way out? You look up and sputter water, and you see Doctor Who trying to strike a match
Yeah,
to
I'm
light the dynamite.
definitely trying to run out.
Or give me a dex check.
4.
4?
Yeah, I got it.
Interesting. I'm going to say with that, you shake off, you kind of just slip out of the mouth that kind of tried to trip you up. You're back on your feet and you're running. What are you doing to dynamite?
I'm gonna light it. and
I'd say you
toss
guys
it
are
in the-
2/3 of the way out.
Yeah, I'm gonna light it, and I'm gonna toss it into the mouth. Like, open up! And one of them has to open up for this.
Oh yeah. So this cave is miles across. Abigail, whatever she's become, is a seething mass of flesh that is tons and tons of weight.
Oh wait. Before I throw it, I'm gonna tie on the panties that I got from him. This is for your husband.
Well, that is a Doctor Who move.
And as the dynamite sails through the air, you hear, "Wait, no, please, oh God, save me! Oh God!"
I am. Don't worry.
All three of you make a final dexterity check.
Oh no. Hey, that's pretty nice.
44.
53, which for me is a fail, so
Oh, look.
Hey, that's pretty nice. You know what number I got?
Success.
Oh,
I got 69.
40. I got 40 dex, so 44 is a fail.
I got
Fail.
fail.
I got 69.
I guess it's
Nice. That is a success.
It's not that bad.
Nice.
Just a dex save on the dex. Maybe I won't die that fast. Oh god.
So, from behind you,
I'm gonna push it. I'm pushing this.
go ahead and push it.
Either I die. Just tell my other fans of lady parts. I love them all. Oh, 21. 21.
What's your dexterity?
40?
You pass.
My turn to push.
Success. You push. Go ahead as the
I'm pushing
rocks
like crazy on this
fall
one.
from the ceiling and trying. And
I
you try to
passed this
escape
one
the
to
crowd.
36.
36. So as the dynamite erupts in an explosion behind you, the rocks start to cave in the ceiling above you, and you just dive out in time with your life.
As we play Indiana Jones here.
Eddie,
Somebody
already
outside
at the cave entrance, does his shoulder off, no problem.
It's like, where is everybody? Why are they so slow?
I had a few hiccups, but I'm still faster than all of you.
So, you guys find yourself at the cave entrance, smoking crater behind you.
Is there any more rocks? Like a big rock on top that can blow up and it's like let put extra rock on the entrance? Extra rock to make sure.
You have more dynamite.
Hey, just so you know
That's
this,
what I'm doing right now. I'm lighting it.
you cannot pay me enough to go into another cave.
Oh, we didn't pay you in the first place.
Exactly!
So we're gonna do a little housekeeping here. We're gonna have you roll dynamite damage,
Oh, okay.
and then we're also gonna.
Go to the barrels next, I believe.
That's up to you guys. So you guys just
No,
threw a
wait,
stick of
he
dynamite
said
in
he
here.
wants to- He said he wants to go back to the brothers. We're gonna go back to the brothers.
How many D4 do you? How many D6 do you need?
We'll see what happens with this.
You need 2 more. All right, so let's get the damage for the fragment of Shub Nagaral.
Is that 6? That's a 6. That's a 1. That's a 3. That's a 5. That's a
10, 18, or 16, 21, 25, 30, 36.
36 damage?
Yep.
Hey, that's pretty nice.
Those dynamites are crazy. Holy sheesh.
So you hear some rumbling, some rock shift in the distance. I need to check. So you guys are pretty much just like, boy, howdy, that was crazy, you guys. Also,
Remember, the journalist is somehow stronger than all of you.
amazing.
I don't think any of us are strong in general.
What
Other
are the
than
cre-
him.
I'm faster than all of you, definitely.
You're fast. Are you strong though?
My strength is 60.
Oh, I got 50.
Okay,
So
I'm
you
the
guys are
weaker
on
one.
par. Professors, that makes sense.
I'm
So,
a doctor.
So I'm the
Oh,
fastest and the
doctor.
strongest.
I gotta pull away ribs and stuff. Yeah, okay.
what doctor? Damn it!
Damn, the journalist is the fastest and the strongest.
Yeah, you do more.
Strength of 60, dexterity of
You're
80.
a commoner. Of course you do have more strength. Commoners have to work harder.
And power of 50.
Yeah, our dex and strength are switched between you and me.
So everybody looks down at their feet, and you notice, even though you collapsed a bit of the entrance to this cave, the water is continuing to flow, and it's going around the boulders that just collapsed from the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm still blowing the fuck out of the last boulder on top.
Okay.
tossing a boulder on it. I
He's
did
trying
say
to
that.
close out the cave completely is what he's trying to do.
That's what I said I was doing, remember?
I understand. So as you guys are discussing that, Doctor Who's like, I will blow this motherfucker to hell. You didn't even get it, man. All of you are scratching your shoulders. You're all looking around. You're kind of grabbing your faces in disbelief and horror of what you just saw. Everybody roll a d20.
4.
11.
Nice.
9.
9 points of sanity damage, 4 points of sanity damage, and then 11.
Oh no.
Seeing
See
the
multiples.
mother has caused you deep disturbance.
Not that deep, though.
I can't lose much more sanity.
Could be a problem, or at least you got to get a good rest in before this. But you all look over and you see Eddie, and he's not doing good. He's like laughing maniacally, explosions, explosions.
That's Michael where
This is all
behave
that.
yourself, sir.
That's just the
Where's your
normal.
sanity at?
What's your sanity at?
I've been moving it up. I should have probably been moving it up.
You're at 50?
No, this is where I moved.
You're going the wrong way.
Yeah, I know.
Where are you supposed to be at? So you should be at 30, 40, 30, 46, 40, no. My God. 30. He's at 30 damage.
30 sanity.
30 sanity, sorry, sanity. Then that's still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad.
It's not good. However, sanity is not permanent. You can recover it after a long rest, and also depending on what your achievements are, if you had destroyed the mother's womb, you would have regained sanity for that.
Okay. Did we destroy the mother room?
You look back down at your feet, and the river continues to flow.
Alright, so I'm not done then. I'm blowing up the rest of the can?
I'm helping him out this time.
No,
Go ahead and make a dynamite check with advantage.
Sweet. Yeah, no one.
Once he's done with this, I'm gonna do my own.
Okay.
70
either way.
70 all the way.
So you're lighting the dynamite and 70? 70?
Yeah.
You toss up the dynamite. Go ahead and roll a dex check to throw your own dynamite up there. And you guys are trying to blow up a rock above the cave to block the cave entrance.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Can I push this 70?
19.
19. The best number.
Yes, you can.
Can I push it? I'm gonna push the
Why do
with the
you-
bonus dice.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure I do it. I don't want to
You
miss
can't
it.
push with bonus dice.
Oh, damn it. Alright. So I'm rolling dex, right, you said?
Dex check.
Odd 5.
Yeah, 5.
Damn, that's pretty good, Doctor.
5, perfect 5.
If someone's so slowy, that's pretty fast.
Yeah, every time we deal with dynamite, I run for my life.
So you see his dynamite sail right up to the rock, land right under it. Perfect hole in one. Excellent golf shot. You throw your dynamite and it hits at the very top of the boulder and then just barely rolls down and lands right next to his stick.
Nice.
Damn, what is your second dynamite from the Olympics?
Well, I still did stuff.
As he says Olympics, the boulder slides down the hill and is coming right at you guys.
I thought we did the dex check to run away.
No, that was a dex check for you guys to throw.
I thought the dex
Dex check to run away. Or to, excuse me, dex check to throw the stick of dynamite where you wanted to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And run?
Alright.
Go ahead and run. Everybody run. Make a dex check.
54.
That's a success.
I'm
39.
That's a success.
I'm pushing this.
Yeah,
You're pushing a lot.
Yeah,
you
he
gotta
has
be
a
careful
74,
pushing so
yeah.
much here.
I know, but I got a 74.
It could work out bad for you if a big rock falls on you right now.
45.
45. Oh.
45?
I do fail still. I still fail.
Ah, I thought that was a failure of yours.
40. I got 48 dex.
So as you two dive and kind of easily roll out of the way, you see Doctor Who behind you, and he slips. And as he turns around, a giant boulder rolls down the hill and crushes your leg. Crunch.
I still got more dynamite. I'm not going out.
He didn't say it stopped, he just said it crushed your leg.
I'm not going out as a punk bitch.
Coming out like this.
Oh, I not dynamite.
So you take 2 points of damage,
Oh,
and
that's it?
you are pinned.
Okay. Is the water stopping now? That's my question.
It is not.
I'm gonna
In
die.
fact, it's rising up, and it's threatening you. To touch you.
Oh, I need an adult.
What do I do?
Supervision.
I'm gonna find a large stick or something that I can use to prop so he can pull himself out, or Eddie can pull him out. Either way.
So you're having trouble finding a stick here at the cave entrance. However, I'd say you do find a couple of shovels and picks off to the side.
Yeah, we can grab one of those and get underneath. Gonna boulder to try to lift it up so he can get his leg out, or
All right,
Eddie
give me a
can pull him
strength
out.
then.
Yep.
You assisting? All right, so go ahead and roll with advantage.
Oh, he needs one more. This one?
Oh no.
Thought I was rolling.
Advantage. It means you get the lower of the two. So
Thought I was the one doing the rolling.
41. You got a 41.
Huh? Thought I was the one doing the rolling.
I know. Are they both doing advantage, or just him?
Just him. He's assisting.
Oh yes.
Okay, then you got 41. No,
So yeah, either way, I got 40.
No, okay, who's jinxing the dice?
you.
That was almost 100. I'm actually gonna push this roll if I can without the advantage die.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
99. So
You can kill me, man. You can literally kill me with a push.
22.
22.
Oh my god.
That's what he would help you.
No, I mean him. He could have killed me with the push.
So with that, he kind of gets his pick under there, just at the right angle, pulls back on it, and
I get the fuck out of there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
just enough where you're able to wiggle out. And you look at your leg, and it's really painful. It's not broken, but you can you got lucky that this wasn't more serious.
Can I do a medicine check and try like
Sure, go ahead.
Oh boy, 62.
62.
Oh man, I just barely failed too. That's lame.
So you try and splint it, but it's kind of just more of a wrap. You don't have the right material on you right now.
I could try to push it, but I'm not going to.
Can I do a stupid?
No, that's one reason I was trying to push
Hey,
this to
don't we
get
have
you
luck
free.
in this game?
Good question. I'll have to look at that.
We do have luck.
We have a luck stat. I don't think we've used it much.
Oh my god, we could have been spending our luck.
I remember how to use luck now. So if you are short of a certain check, say you rolled a 60, what'd you just roll for your medicine check? A 62?
Yeah, I could just put down
You
two.
could spend 3 luck to make that a 59.
Oh.
So you have to be very careful with your luck. It's
Because it
not
doesn't
something.
come back, right?
It doesn't come back.
So like you don't want to like use your luck really. I'm not gonna use my luck.
Okay.
Hey, can I do a stupid and try medicine check on him?
Sure.
Oh my god.
This is gonna fail.
And he gets a 1? He's gonna fail.
4.
I'm gonna push my throat out.
So the journalist shows you how to properly sprint your leg like this. Is actually how you wrap it like this. And if you tuck it here, then it's you can understand it's much
I'm
more.
lighting the dynamite now. I'm
You're a
lighting-
doctor. You should do this. You don't need a
I'm
journalist.
literally lighting a dynamite right now. I'm lighting a dynamite right now.
What are you doing with the dynamite?
I'm handing it to him while it's lighting. Here you go. Do something with this. It's on, by the way. Look around.
Check it out the entrance.
Go ahead and roll a dex check. Chuck your dynamite.
50.
More dynamite. More rocks around the cave entrance.
You're little.
See, I told you I would give you some dynamite.
Fair enough.
And the water's still probably trickling through.
You look, and the water has gone up around the edges of the rocks and is still pouring forth.
Is there a top?
Oh, careful.
Is there a top of the cave? Like, if we go up, is there a way to cause a cave in a sense? Like, we damage the sides of it?
You guys have thrown enough dynamite at this point to where all the rocks that were going to slide down onto the entrance of this cave have done so.
I mean, like,
He's,
the cave has.
he's trying to get to the center of it without being inside
Like,
the
if
cave.
we like blow up like some key points with the cause it like a sinkhole in a sense.
Oh, you're asking if you can collapse the cave from the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can certainly try.
Alright, I'm gonna do.
Let's try.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna go around the top of the cave, like places I think. Actually, you're the guy. You're the guy to ask. Where do you think
Who's
is
the guy?
points? Can you check any stress points on the mountain that we can use for our advantage?
How come we know about this, doctor?
I can try. It's not a real forte, but we can try.
You're the archivist. I think you
Kendrick,
know more.
you're not the strongest one, but you're the smartest one.
Is he the smartest?
No, I'm the smartest.
Who's got the highest intelligence?
Both of us are 70.
Ooh.
I've got an intelligence of 50.
Yeah. So
I
that's-
told you I'm not the
there we go.
smartest.
See, he definitely knows because that's how smart he is.
I'm 50. I have an intelligence of 50. I'm pretty brain dead. In comparison, that's funny what happens when I keep blowing stuff up.
Well, we're trying to
Brain
figure
damage.
that out. Look, see if there's any
Brain damage.
potential, like, I want to say, like, geyser-sized holes, not caves, but geyser-sized holes going down into the cave.
You look for an alternate entrance into the cave system and don't find anything.
I don't mean anything we could actually get into. I mean, like a geyser where water would come out.
Like no, stress points. Stress points. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, the only entrance you see to the cave is the one that you just blocked off.
But we're not trying to find something that was big enough
Oh
for us
no,
to
he
get
knows
in.
what we're trying to do. He just
Yeah.
he's telling there's nothing on the book.
Yeah.
We just thought of something that's not in the book. Pretty much. We're just telling you. Right?
I'm not a geologist. I'm just a humble DM.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not in the book.
Yeah.
So therefore, you can't do it. It's your rules now. That's what we want to do, man. Make it extreme luck. Because there's no way for us to fight this thing outside. I don't think. Or we just put dirt on it and hopefully.
The water's finding ways around it because it's going up and over. It's not just going under.
We can always blow it up inside and try to make it go back in the cave and fight it face to face now. Do you want to do that?
I don't even know if we have the capability of doing that with
We
all
have a
the.
lot of dynamite. Don't get me wrong here. We can do it.
dynamite.
We can do it.
No, we got no. I don't mean we can't fight it. I don't know if we can get back in.
And that's, no, we have a lot of dynamite to get back in. We could probably blow it up, entrance open if we're lucky. I really want to collapse the mountain in because that would be fucking awesome.
Yes, it would be. Let's do that.
Are you trying to make a voice on purpose?
No.
Hey, I don't make voices on purpose.
I don't make voices on purpose, partner.
Partner.
Got it, partner.
Well, howdy, partner.
I'm a high
Where
pitch
are we at,
daddy.
DM master.
Huh? Right, I'm
So
the
if we
master
can't find
voices.
those stress points up above, we're gonna have to go back inside if we really want to take care of it.
So we have to open the cave again. Wow. Do you want to burn it? Want to burn the
No,
mountain?
the question is there?
There's like nothing we can do literally
No,
right now.
the question is there another entrance over at the farm?
There's no other entrance. Is there?
You can certainly check.
We don't know about the farm. We
No,
know
because like,
they're right
if there
here.
was an entrance, another entrance.
From the other side, we don't know.
Can I have a look at the? I'm gonna look at the entrance that we blew up.
Sure. What are you looking for?
If it's possible to open it up.
So you look it over and you see that after a few hours of moving the rocks aside, you could get back in there.
Like a well-placed dynamite or something.
Well placed stick of dynamite, get you in there right quick.
Do you want to go back in there and talk to Mother?
I don't know if we want to talk to, but yeah, we need to
Maybe
get
we
back
can make a
in
deal
there.
with her. Maybe we can like do a bottled water factory or something. Maybe a floater boat.
I've already lost enough sanity.
Yeah, you're not going back in there. I wasn't saying you go back in. You're right, going crazy.
To look upon Mother is to see the unseeable.
All fairness,
No.
we did a lot of damage to our bed.
You know,
Yeah.
I started out with 50 sanity.
Okay,
I probably should have started
I
out
think
with
I
10.
know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go by myself. You guys stay here. I'll leave you some of the dynamite just in case you gotta go with the go take care of the bus if I pass away, and I'll go deal with this Mother. I don't want if you don't want to go back in. I'll go by myself. It's fine.
I'm more than willing to go back in.
Alright. You can't go back in because you're literally probably be a hindrance, honestly.
Yeah, I would be.
So I'm gonna give you one dynamite, but this is to like if we don't come
I
out.
already have one dynamite.
You stole from me? Did you really steal from me?
Who gave you that?
Steal me?
Yes. Did you not notice that when I used a stick of dynamite
Uh-huh.
earlier?
No, I didn't. Alright,
Did you think it has materialized dynamite?
Yeah, sometimes.
Best superhero ever.
Alright. So I'm gonna blow up the entrance to make it so we can get in.
Make a dynamite check to blow it up.
I'm just burying it though. I'm not tossing this.
Okay.
I'm burying it.
Bury and run away.
76? 76, yeah, 76.
76?
I'm not chucking it.
Yeah, and you're not really trying to do anything that's too out of the ordinary. I'm
Yeah,
going
and
to
it's
say
the
that
long fuse.
long fuse, you're still a little too close. You know, you got that big Dr. Belly. Your ears ring a little bit as it explodes, but you do open up the cave. And it is not fully open. You're going to have to crawl up over into the cave. It's going to be a pain in the butt. You're going to have
Can
to
I
scrape
do
your belly a
another
little
dynamite?
bit.
I have more dynamite. Can I do another dynamite?
Sure. I'm not going to say roll. You blow it up again. You open the path further.
Alright, I'm not crawling into that place. I'm not that
Yeah,
dumb.
we don't
I'm a
need to
doctor.
be eating any more water.
Oh, wait.
True.
Before we go into the place, she has mouths, right? She has mouths. She can talk, right? Miss, I know you're in there. I really don't want to go in there. Can we have a deal? Can we talk intelligence to intelligence?
No response.
If I go in there and you attack me, I have more dynamite. Are you sure you don't want to say anything at all?
That's probably why she's not speaking.
You hear a small heartbeat just on the edge of your perception.
Alright, I'm coming in by lighting some dynamite just in case. So, like, if I have to, I'm going to make it a 5-minute fuse. How
So
long
you got a fuse just trailing behind you as you walk into this cave. You're following Pendrick?
Yeah.
You guys move deeper into the cave.
Hey, do you think I could invest doing this to get some sanity back?
No. Oh. Doesn't
I don't
require
think it's
4
a,
minute hours. Like a short rest is 4 hours.
Not right now. Let me reread the sanity rules. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
So you guys continue deeper into the cave you were just in. You're noticing there's some rocks scattered on the ground. You're having to step over and be careful. Once again, strange masses coat the edges of the cave and grow bigger, larger as you go deeper.
I'm gonna cut some of that stuff off the walls, honestly, just in case it tries to grab at this again. So I'm gonna use my knife to cut at the things on the walls, just in case. You like?
Some kind of screaming as you hack it away.
Heck,
But you get it. You look down in your hand. It seems like a kidney, some kind of purple organ
On my hand?
in your hand.
In my hand.
Yeah.
So I picked it up or something?
Well, you just hacked it off the walls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't touch anything. I let it fall down.
Oh.
Felt
Alright,
my
yeah,
feet
you
did.
see.
Ooh. That was a close one.
It's all good. Yeah, so you just see this purple organ fall to the ground.
We already knew about it. It's not gonna stop now. I keep on hacking it, and I light. You know, for kicks and giggles, I light the thing on fire.
You light the kidney on fire?
Yeah. This is why you should talk, bitch.
Kind of moves.
This is why you talk to me when I talk to you, woman.
Yeah, we have to keep walking.
Oh, yeah,
I guess we're slicing and walking as
I'm
we
just
go.
making
But
sure.
Slicing and walking? Why
Yeah.
walking and slicing?
I don't want to get grabbed anymore. Oh, Fenris. Alright, we're going back in, we're going further
Yeah.
and hacking away. I bet she's gonna be pissed when she sees us. She's gonna be pissed.
You guys emerge once again into the open cave. Massive, untold faces swirling, moving together. Coming in and out of the light, the single ray cast from your flashlight.
Is that damage though? Is there anything damaged from it? Because it did. That was a lot of
seems
explosions.
like only the cavern coming in seemed to have been damaged.
Please,
Hey! Shut up! Shut up! I want. Who's the one that can actually talk here? Can you talk?
And with that, tentacles are going to reach up from below the ridge.
I showed the dynamite.
Grab at you.
I showed the dynamite. Like, you really want to do this?
Make a dex roll. Save me. It has me, please.
I'm pushing.
It has me.
I'm pushing. I got like an
Save me.
85. I had an 85. I'm pushing this bitch.
Go ahead.
You did worse. 96.
I'm screwed.
So with that, it latches onto you. Cold, wet tentacles comprised of organs that you're not sure of. It's not one, it's multiple. Wrap around you.
I wanted
grab
to make
hold firmly.
I wanted to make a water deal with you. You could have got more people. You don't have to get me right now.
Help me.
I am trying to help you.
Why won't you help me?
Why are you grabbing
Shotgun
at
the tentacle.
Take aim, go ahead and shoot.
So this has no consciousness? It's just crying?
And now I have to push. Someone set up the bad luck.
Roll that in addition. Roll that separately.
Okay.
Take the lower of the 2 percentiles. You have advantage because you aimed.
Then we re-roll. All right, that one next. 10.
Roll damage.
Seven.
So you blow the tentacle into paste. There's nothing left of this tentacle. You feel yourself be freed. And she is crying, sobbing hysterical. She's like, no, please, stop. I'm sorry. It has. Why would you help?
Shoot her. Let's just shoot at her. This is gonna be fun.
And you see tentacles reaching up towards you.
Aiming. I'm aware they're coming this time.
You shoot into the faces that have detached themselves and are reaching out towards you, trying to bite at you. Go ahead and shoot.
16.
That's a success. Go ahead and roll damage.
10.
10? So with that, you see all these faces reaching up and coming out and crawling out towards you, and you just start shooting each one as it comes up and around you, covering the back of Doctor Who as you slowly make your way out. And as you reach the tip of the entrance of the cave, the last face reaches up towards you, and you put it in the mouth of the face, and you blow out the back of the skull as it tries to reach up towards you. It's not moving anymore.
Oh, it's dead now?
You notice, you look down at your feet, and you see the water, the black iridescent water, almost looks like it's becoming less strong. It's faintly trickling away.
Sweet. Can I do a medicine check on this thing? Make sure it's dead for sure. Or like there's no pulse, nothing.
So at the front of the cave entrance, you go ahead and make your medicine check on some of these like tentacle neck faces.
Do we still hear that pulse?
70
Nine.
something.
79 is what he
I don't
has.
see nothing.
Do we
So
still
you
hear
have
that pulse?
No idea what you're looking at.
Do we still hear that pulsing
Neither
somewhere?
of you hear the pulse anymore.
Well, do you want to go swimming? Wait, is the water no longer flowing?
So it is slowly reducing in size and flow.
We still got brothers to deal with. They're not getting away from this. They did something, they're going to get paid properly for doing this thing.
Yeah.
So just in case, I'm hocking another dynamite into where the main body is. I don't know if it's alive or dead. I'm hoping it's dead. But yeah, I throw another dynamite.
Yeah. It definitely was
And
not
I walk
Abigail.
away because I don't need to look at these places.
Yeah, definitely was not Abigail, but it definitely showed.
Well,
That
it
it-
could have been Abigail. It could have just ate
No,
it.
the person speaking was not Abigail. It was
Oh, no, I
speaking
mean-
through her, but
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah.
parts might have very well been her, but the person was not.
Eddie, you see both these guys return to the cave entrance wild-eyed, eyes this big like saucers. Each of you roll a d20.
7.
6.
Boom.
Go ahead and take the corresponding sanity damage.
Wait, is high good or bad?
Bad.
It's still bad? Okay.
You do not want to lose your sanity.
I'm rapidly catching up to Eddie.
So you see them come back wild-eyed. Fair.
Hey, you guys are starting to look like me. That's bad.
That's 42.
I'm at 37, so.
That's alright.
Yeah.
When you see the zombies, you see everything. That's just my cat. That's like that.
It looks like we've got one more stop.
Oh yeah, they're gonna look forward to this, baby. We got some nice Molotov to explode.
Ooh-wee. Carmoody hungry for Molotov cocktails for Dynamite? So you guys successfully somehow stopped the embryonic, the shard of Shub-Niroth.
I just had an idea.
What's that?
Like the kids would like, you know how like someone got hurt and then they were healed up afterwards. And I think it's the water. Could we like put it on ourselves and heal up?
We might be able to, but that's also risking an infection that may not be 100% completely gone.
Well, I'm just saying. I was wondering. I wonder. I want to do a medicine check if that's possible.
You want to see what the medical properties are of the water? Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Oh, right, to hit away.
Hey, you tried to hide him underneath your case, so you couldn't roll him again.
You have an intellect of 70, yet you can't find your own dice.
Oh!
10.
10. 10? No, that's 100.
No, that's 10.
That's 10?
Yeah.
Oh, 10. I got 10. I thought I got 1 for a second. Almost, I thought I had a 1 for a second there.
And that's
10's still good. So.
Sorry, yeah.
That's great. So with the 10, you can tell that this water does have some medical properties, some medical benefits. However, you can immediately tell that they're benefits to a point. You are unfamiliar with the genealogy, the biology of this particular water. You don't see a cause. You don't find a chemical that makes any healing, has any kind of healing properties that you know of. However, you know that when applied, first, second application are beneficial.
All right. I take some into my pocket. I wash my leg a little bit to get some damage done. I want to see how it works on my leg. 'Cause I hurt myself, like for 2 damage. Remember?
I think it has to be ingested, but not on yours.
Oh, it has to be right away.
I'm trying to think the last time you were in contact with the corruption. It was not
the
today.
Pig. The pig.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a con roll.
No.
Wow. 76.
So, you look down at your leg, and this is red. It's very red from where the rock had pinned it against the ground. And while it wasn't broken or crushed, you were going to be sore for weeks. It was very badly damaged. However, after you rub the water on it, not only do you feel instantly better, the pain's gone, but you notice the skin is white. It's no longer red. It's been healed.
This stuff. Did we actually do something really bad by killing the monster? Well, I'm just thinking, because all those sexual diseases,
No.
herpes and everything.
No.
Okay, that's
Okay,
the first thing you
cure it.
think of, Doctor.
Ultimately, it leads to the death of the person.
Ultimately, it led to the death of the whole entire tribe, didn't it?
No, I've been joking. Yeah, I'm just laughing my ass off. I'm just saying, I'm taking some of that water. It's a nice potion. Okay, I'm gonna take some and put some in my jaw. You dump some out, and then dump the alcohol and take some of that water.
If anyone's hanging out for a while, we're doing pizza.
Yeah.
We're ordering Little Caesars. You can tell me if you want a little or a lot. We're taking donations towards it.
How
The
much?
store's gonna kick a certain amount in.
I could give you like 5, I think.
Sure.
I'm down with that.
And then if you have any preferences for what type of pizza, if you have dietary restrictions or whatever, I'm gonna try and order stuff to make sure everyone's good.
Wait, are you staying longer?
Little or a lot.
A little bit, yeah.
All right.
We'll stay long enough. We haven't even eaten anything yet. So.
Yeah, I haven't eaten today either, so.
I just like cheese, honestly. If you can get a cheese
Little
pizza,
or a lot.
a lot of cheese, that'll be great.
No, I mean, like you want like
Give me all the
2 or 3
cheese.
pieces, or you want like 4 or more?
How much is $5 gonna get me?
A full pizza? Yeah, like a whole pizza costs 5, so.
Alright,
You
just
want
give
to
me,
do a lot?
Pepperoni or
yeah, just get another whole pizza, and whatever I eat, I'll eat,
You guys?
and then I'll give the rest to everybody else.
Pepperoni.
A whole pizza?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, that's a 20.
Alright.
A little bit.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Any preferences on
It's
pizza?
hilarious. Here you go, man. A broken 5.
No worries. Hey guys, we're doing pizza. If you're hanging out for a while.
So you guys arguing back and forth.
A little bit or whatever.
Wait, who's arguing?
I'm not arguing. You're arguing with me. Fuck you, man. Oh.
Did something happen while we're trying to get...
Pizza?
We were arguing about the whole entire water thing.
Oh no, I wasn't arguing, I was doing...
You were giving facts.
I didn't even tell you what happened.
Facts.
Wait, did they say what happened?
You know, for a man with 70 intellect, you're
He has
stupid
no
as a
idea.
dog.
Okay, then I'm not saying anything. I'm just taking the water. This is mine.
Even if I notice, I'm not as interested because I'm already worried about other things that could happen with it.
Oh, whatever, man. That's fine.
And considering how badly I'm hurt, I don't care.
Well, I just got really badly damaged, honestly. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
How many hit points do you have?
Oh, I hit
Grand
up,
total.
You should
right?
be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm asking how
Okay,
many you
I'll have a
have
hit
grand total.
Oh, grand total hit points?
Probably like 10, 12.
I had 60. I took
You started
Okay,
off with
no,
16?
60. 60. I started, oh, that's sanity points. Sorry, hit points. How many hit points at?
11.
11.
So you started off with one more than me. I'm already down to 4.
Where's the hit points? Oh yeah, line is a bet. Oh, this is hit points.
Yeah.
So I took 2. Oh yeah, I'm back at 11.
Back at 11.
And I'm running around with 4 hit points.
Do you want me to help you? You sure?
Yeah.
We're gonna go fight some brothers. You
I don't
should-
want that stuff that you were like. I don't
I'm
want
the
the
medicine guy.
I don't
just
want the
checked
healing
it.
property thing that you're carrying around.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor.
Alright, whatever.
He's as much of a doctor.
It's not
as
about the
a
fact that
bloody
he's a doctor.
hobo.
Is I don't want any chance of that water being put anywhere near me.
You know, wait, that's,
Well, I'm saying-
that's how you describe Doctor Who.
I'm
A
thinking-
hobo doctor.
Dr. Hobo?
Yeah, Dr. Hobo. He's not being paid for his work.
Oh, yeah, right. We're not being paid for this work. Oh my god.
I am.
No, you're
You
not.
know how much I'm making just by making the story out of this?
Oh, I guess.
Billions.
You know how much I'm making just by making lies?
You know, he probably be like he's like this right now, but when he gets to work, he's like Jim, hurry up! It's like just you just look down at the floor. The only time you feel big is when you're here.
Should we just go take care of the brothers?
Why did you say
if
Jim?
they're even still alive after
got
all
Jim.
this?
My name's Eddie, and I'm the boss.
They don't care about your name. That's all I'm saying.
Should we just go take care of the brothers? Because
Yeah, let's go kill
just
him.
presuming they're not dead just from all this other stuff being
Yeah,
done.
we're gonna go teach them a lesson.
I vote to chuck some dynamite at the house.
Not the let's search the house. I say
No.
burn the farm.
Okay, I'm done with that. That's a better idea.
Burn / raid the Carmody brothers farm. That's where we're going?
Yes.
All right, you guys trudge your way back down. I'm going
Oh.
to say you're like zombies, kind of making your way back down to the truck, just like, did that really happen? Did we just fight a untold eldritch horror?
I feel like we're like high on endorphins right now.
You are, very much so. Especially you, because of your contact with the...
So I don't think we would be striking like monsters. I think we're like walking like bodies.
you got a pep in your step. The other two here are a bit dazed and have a far-off look. Yes.
Can I try and make a skull mask out of the skull I have in my backpack?
Sure, you guys all hop into the car, and Eddie is fumbling with the skull that he picked up from
I give him a
Potomac
gangster mask.
University.
I give
I'll
him
be
a gangster
driving.
scarf. You know the scarf?
Since he's the most alert, I'll just go ahead and drive.
I'm good. What do you mean?
No, I drive while since you're the most alert and you can spot things and deal with
Okay.
things.
I don't know.
I just focus
I'm not
on the
that
road.
great at spotting things. Let me be honest here.
No, I just focus on the road to get going.
I dig in, I grab some on meat, I drink some of it from the bottle. Oh yeah, I feel like the boss here.
So as Doctor Who feels extremely self-satisfied with them, you guys make your way down the road, and as you're almost to the Carmody farm, 5 men with shotguns step into the middle of the road.
I don't ask questions, I toss a dynamite at them.
They look
So,
like Carmody brothers, and
I
they're
don't care
people
who the
not
fuck-
so as you're about to chuck a stick of dynamite, you see Sheriff Sponston from Blackwater Creek Town in front of you. You can tell that these gentlemen around him are probably hired on sheriff's deputies. He's holding up a hand, like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Just waving you down.
Look at him
We're
for a
gonna have to
second.
stop.
It's like,
You do what you're gonna do. I'm just gonna play nice so we don't
Okay.
have them firing at us.
I'm gonna say, how about we do this? I cover his ears for a second, like, just hold it up like right there, and like we say he did it, like he's holding us hostage, and then we point at dynamite, and then we're good.
We don't even know if they're looking for us.
I'm
If they're
just
looking
saying.
for the Carmody. So we're playing.
I'm betting he's struggling to like here, holding him. All right, and we go.
So-
I will
And they go.
stop.
You guys are coming down the road, and they've all stepped into the road, and
I'm
they're
stopping.
starting to. They're not
Hey,
sure
no,
if
we
you're going to
we
stop.
we
so-
I'm stopping.
All right, you guys go ahead.
That's
And
what I
stop.
told him I was stopping.
Hey,
You guys cut
man.
off the engine. He walks
How
up.
you doing?
Howdy.
Are you feeling better? Did you enjoy that medicine I gave you?
I appreciate that, Doctor Who. You mind stepping out of the car? What you got in the back here? And he walks to the back of your truck, and he sees the 3 barrels in it.
Well, I got a present for some what's those brothers called
The
again?
Carmody brothers.
Carmody brothers. Yeah, I understand you went over there and saw them, and I figured a couple association with the Carmody brothers, probably a couple of bootleggers from the big city.
Actually,
Now, will you please step out of the vehicle? And with that, he meaningfully cocks his shotgun. The rest of the party kind of looks meaningfully at you. They're not pointing their guns at you yet, but they mean business. They want you to get out of the car.
well, let me say something before you try to, I know what you're thinking. I understand it, and I respect and you have the law on your side, and I respect that even more. But
Bootlegging's illegal.
I know what we're gonna go do is not drink this shit, and this is shit.
Well, you're going to have to take that tall story and tell it to the judge. Move it. And with that, he gives you a little bump with the shotgun. Are you two still in the car?
Yeah, probably. All right, fine. I get out of the
We're
car.
getting out.
I'm gonna light my fuse and drop it on the floor.
Oh, man.
I was like,
What are you two doing?
Getting out of the way.
Hiding the skull mask I made in my backpack.
Okay.
So
It'd be
I'm
pretty
gonna,
incriminating if I had a skull on my.
Roll a stealth check. That would be considered a little bit suspicious.
I'm pretty sure.
oh my
We
god,
already
he got
knew he
a
was.
7. He got a 7.
7.
Perfect. He didn't just take the skull. He took the rest of the dynamite. He took the car in his pocket.
They're not going to find it. You expertly hide it under it, and they don't see you move.
We already knew what he was getting ready to do, so we're trying to get out of the way because we knew he was going to be doing something with the dynamite.
Sorry,
You're
the
stepping out of
moment
the
they
vehicle?
saw cops, and when we saw cops.
Of course, I'm going to fail. So
What are you rolling for?
I thought you were saying, so you're getting out of the way.
No, you're getting out of the truck?
Yeah.
All right,
Out of
you
the
go
truck,
ahead and
get
step
out of the
out.
way of.
Now you go ahead. You throw the dynamite.
I'm not
right
throwing
at
it. I'm dropping it right at my feet, and I'm gonna grab
Stealth
my
check.
bag and run the fuck away.
Stealth check combined with an athletics check.
You better do good on this.
I'm gonna push it if I don't, or I'll blow up. All right, 4 and
On four.
4. On 4. On 4.
Oh. So like Harry Houdini himself,
What is he, an owl?
he lights the match, lights the stick of dynamite, eats the match, leaves it on the floor of the truck, grabs his doctorly bag,
With the dynamite in it.
there's dynamite in it, and starts booking it. And he's already 20 feet away as you guys notice that he's running.
We already knew he was going to.
3 of the sheriff's deputies turn to you and say, "Stop!" And they take aim at you.
I'm still running. I'm not stopping with that
Okay,
thing on
he's
the ground.
continuing to
I'm gonna
run.
book it.
Huh?
I'm gonna book it as well, knowing I have everything.
You're going to start running?
Yeah, we were. That's what I was already planning to do, was getting away from any potential blast.
All right, all 3 of you make dex checks. Start running.
Before I run, I'm just gonna scream scatter.
Don't
52.
scream scatter. We want them to die.
Yeah. 6.
6.
77.
Extreme success. What'd you get?
I got a 77.
Fail.
Nowhere I'm pushing this thing.
52 for
What'd you get?
Eddie, so
Eddie.
Eddie passes.
Eddie passes. So the only one to fail is the doctor.
And he failed even on that. He just
Oh, dear.
he just did his fail on a push.
Failed to push.
Yep.
I got a higher. Oh god, that made me choke a bit.
So with a failed
What are
push,
you doing to my dice? Oh, that's not my dice.
I'm sorting them into a line.
Alright, I approve that.
with a failed push, I'm going to say these two in the
him.
distraction, all the posse looks around and they see you booking it, and they make a beeline towards you, and all 5 of these guys, I'm going to say 3 of them, jump on top of you. It's a dog pile. They all are on top of you
can
right
I ask
now.
a question though? Like, are the... Because this might actually save me. I'm going to roll into a ball and wait for the fuse to blow up. Is the fuse... Am I on the fuse, or is the fuse like...
You're running away. I'd say you're about 40 feet, 20 yards away from the truck as all these 3 guys get to you and start wrestling you to the ground.
I roll up in the ball. I'm rolling up in the ball right
He
now.
rolls up in a ball. You two make it about 40 feet away, and then all of a sudden the truck just
Doctor,
erupts in fire.
you're sitting on the cable.
Oh. Sorry.
All good.
It's cool.
So as this fiery explosion of the truck erupts behind you, the remaining dynamite that was in the truck also
There's
explodes.
no dynamite in the truck. I took bag.
Oh, you took all the dynamite in the bag?
Yeah.
But also the alcohol in the back.
The truck's gone. It's obliterated.
The alcohol's gone too.
Yeah.
The 3 people on top of you all suddenly kind of like you feel a weight lift off of you and then come back down and weigh upon you. You two feel a wave of air rush on top of your backs as you're knocked prone. And that is where the sheriff is going to look behind you at the newly formed crater and then back at y'all and be like, "What the hell are you all doing here?" And he'll walk over to Dr. Who's bag, pick it up, It's like y'all got a lot of explaining to do.
I was trying to, but
You
got
coming quietly, or are we gonna need to get ugly?
We ready? How we? I'm just confused. Like, how is he still talking to us?
I'm thinking something devious.
A plus B equals.
Okay, look. Okay, out of character.
He takes out his gun and he points
Out of
it
character.
at
Out of character.
you.
Give me a second. Out of character.
Out of character.
The other officers have it, and I roll up in the wall. Kill the sheriff. And then the other guys are on the ground, so you have an advantage of killing them too. And then the moment they are trying to come to us, and we'll just kill everybody. We're just killing everybody.
That's actually the thing to do.
Shoot the bag that he's holding. I'm still protected.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Can I do that?
Okay, that's why I give you permission. I'm
gonna shoot the bag.
I'm holding the sheriff down with me this time.
Sheriff's not close to you, and you're under
not
3 guys.
The other 3 guys.
All right.
I'm gonna shoot the bag.
So as he turns to Pendrick with his gun on him and says, "You gonna come quietly?" Eddie peels over with his gun and shoots the dynamite. Go ahead.
19.
19.
Yeah.
You successfully shoot the dynamite.
I think I know what you're trying to do with the. You want to get the dynamite away from us, didn't you?
He might have been trying to get that dynamite.
No, I'm saying the game master wanted the dynamite away from us.
Nah, but the sheriff had a legal reason once he got his memory back after all the jogging.
So with
right.
that, the jaw of the sheriff is going to drop, and his eyes are going to go wide as the bullet pierces through and goes into the bag. That's where we're going to wrap it up this week.
Well, we're waiting for pizza here. I figured we'd go longer.
Nah, we're going to cut it right there.
I kind of wanted to see what happened next.
That's why he did it on that.
The perfect cliffhanger for a commercial break. Even though the commercial break lasts a week.
All fairness.
Till next time.
All fairness, I might not be here next. I might not be able to do this next week. That's why I wanted to get my one. Oh well. Too bad.
I respect this though.
It's what's gonna happen is like if we can't do I can't like do FaceTime or something. It's gonna be like, oh, he got taken to jail until it gets out like 2 months after I get back. And I get back. I just got out of jail. I have a boyfriend now. His name is Frank.
Wait a minute.
He's a good-looking guy. Good-looking man, Frank.
Wait a minute. That's illegal for this time period.
Is it?
Being gay?
Oh,
For the time period, it is.
You're probably right.
But we're in jail, so we don't care.
Fair enough.
We're in your jail.
Nothing against the law in jail.
We're already in jail. We can't even worse on that. Well, I guess.
I promise you this. Over spring break, I am gonna draw Eddie.
You're gonna draw
Good.
Eddie?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. I already see you.
I also just like the fact that I
with a
hate
skull
the
face
mask.
now.
Skull mask, flaming hair.
I can't do that.
You can't do it. It's just gonna burn your hair.
No, I wish I could use.